Good evening and welcome to Cave Field at Go-Devils Stadium, where tonight our Gurdon Go-Devils dive headlong into the 2A State Arkansas football playoffs quarterfinal action, welcoming the East Poinsett County Warriors to our hometown. I'm Jim White, joined here in the press box by my good friend James Pruitt and a special guest to be named here momentarily. James, how you doing?
I'm great, man.
All right.
Ready to play.
Hey, let's jump right into it. Let's welcome everybody into the Max Brown Insurance pregame show, sponsored by Max Brown Insurance in Arkadelphia. I want to thank Mr. Max Brown for sponsoring this portion of the broadcast each and every week. If you guys have any insurance questions, needs, or concerns, feel free to give Mr. Max a call or stop by and see him. And when you do, be sure and thank him for sponsoring the Go Devil Network. Max Brown Insurance, take it to the max. James.
Yes, sir.
Round one, not round two, not round three, but round three.
Yeah, but round three.
EPC. Let's get it going. What you got for us? James is getting a pregame snack.
Yeah, I'm eating some M&Ms. So, Jim, I'm gonna tell everybody I'm sorry. I left every bit of my pregame information at home. I'm gonna wing it though, but I'm gonna get into this guest interview we've got. Everybody in town knows him. If you know the Go Devils, you know this man. Corporal Chris Harper, former Go Devil, father of senior Armando Harper.
That's right.
Chris, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing real good, man.
Great. This is a special year, but what I really want to talk about first off, having a senior on this team, what have they done preparation-wise? What makes this team? You've been around Gurdon all your life.
Yes, sir.
Everybody that knows this team knows it's different.
Mm-hmm.
What makes them so different?
What make this group different, what set everybody coming up to this point apart is because they are family.
Right.
They have been brothers ever since. I mean, most of these seniors that are playing right now, I've coached them in Pee Wee. They've been playing together since the third grade.
Okay.
They know each other. They've grown together.
Okay.
They failed together. They've achieved together. This is what makes them special. They're hungry. They want to do the things that nobody's ever done. That's what makes them special.
Awesome. So, one of the things that I want to talk to you about. When you were a senior,
mm-hmm.
your season ended in War Memorial.
Yes.
The 1987 season.
1987, yes.
Since then, not a single Go Devil team. I know this is tough for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's hitting home right now.
Yes, it is.
Since then, a Go Devil team has not played the game in that stadium. And how fitting you have a senior on this team
mm-hmm.
in Armando. He's a senior captain,
mm-hmm.
homecoming captain. He's got a scholarship offer to Hendricks, right?
Hendricks,
and a couple of academic scholarships,
yes.
one to OBU.
Washita, UCA, and,
awesome.
Arkansas. It's got several.
Great. I'm going to touch on that a little bit later. But right now I want to talk to you about how does it feel? I know it's gone through your mind a lot. You were on the senior class of the last team to play in War Memorial, and now this senior class has a chance to end their season in War Memorial. I know it gets talked about at home between father and son. How's that feel?
Me and Armando, we've sat down many days, many nights, and we've talked about each other's abilities. Back when I played in '87 and the time he's playing now, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yeah, I was pretty good. Okay.
Come on now.
I was okay. I was mediocre. But
you
with
had
him,
to be to go to War Memorial.
But the thing over there, what makes it special about Armando is that, I've always told him, don't ever be like someone else. We've talked to him and said, well, Dad, I want to be just like you. I want to, just play football. I said, no, son. I want him to do the things that I have never, ever done. First part, I've never been homecoming captain. of the team. And
check. He did that.
I've never had a 3.8 grade point average. I don't know
me
where
either.
I don't know where I don't know where he gets his intelligence from, because he definitely didn't get it from me.
I think I had that back when it was S's and O's.
He's 6'2", 220. I mean, he's a lot bigger. He's a lot faster than he's got a lot of advantages now that I didn't have back then. And that what makes not just him, but everybody on this team very special. I mean, they're doing things that that you do in the NFL. We didn't have that.
Right.
We didn't see that type of thing in high school. We didn't see that. You wouldn't see that until you actually got into college.
Right.
So that what makes it a whole a lot different. So, I love watching him play football, and it gives me goosebumps. It takes me back. The biggest thing is I want to see him somewhere in someone's classroom. I don't care where he goes to play college. I want him to be better than me and strive and to do things that I've never done.
That's what every parent wants for their kids.
Yeah, I want him. I've always told him, be better than me.
Right.
So
that's awesome. I've known you just about all my life, and me and you in the last few years have become pretty darn close friends. I know Chris Harper, the man, but I want to know about Chris Harper, the father. What is it? I mean, that's got to be some accomplishments. I'm going to pat your back here on this. You've got a son, like you just said, 3.8 grade average, academic scholarships to some of the hardest colleges in the state, academic-wise. Yeah. And he's excelling in life in places very few of his age do.
Right.
That's got to come from his home raising. I mean, obviously. Right. I mean, he's being brought up that way. You're teaching him the right way to do things. You're inspiring him. You're supporting him. Where does that come from? As what's your standing behind all of that?
Well, we're working for the state police. I mean, the state police has given me a lot of things and a lot of lessons that I had growing up.
Right.
I didn't have that push when I was growing. I didn't have that support. But I mean, don't get me wrong. My mother, after my dad died, I mean, she had to raise 10 kids by herself.
My goodness.
She did a wonderful job. I'm not knocking that
Absolutely
at all.
Not.
And so me making it this far, I owe that all to her. But I built on that, and and with the type of training that I got in the law enforcement, I tried to pass that on to him about honor and integrity. And being honest, do what's right when no one is looking at you.
Right.
So, the things that he does wrong, I always I check him just like any other parent would, and he just it just came natural to him. It came to the respect, and especially with his mother, and especially his big sister. His big sister, she was worse on him than I was.
Oh.
I couldn't tell whether she was the mother or if it was his mother was his mother. So
right,
I don't know.
Like, who do you call mama?
But he's had a lot of support that's behind him. We try to give him the things that. The tools. We don't try to give him. We give him the tools that help him to excel in life. Period.
Right.
On and off the field. So I've always talked to him about, hey, you're a captain. You need to lead the team. These kids trust you. You got to lead them not just on the field. You have to lead them off the field. If you see something, check them.
Right.
Don't come down like you're better than everybody else. But the point of it is, you got to take care of them.
Absolutely.
You got to be that father outside of what the coaches do. So,
in my Pee Wee years, you touched base on something right there. We had great talent when I coached down in Crossy. I kept y'all updated on what we were doing. But every year at the beginning of the year, I would always tell my team, I don't care how good you are, I want a leader.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how good as a team we are. Who's going to be my leaders?
Right.
And Armando is definitely that person. Everybody, I mean, we talk about it in here week in and week out. Jim and I do during the games. Armando he leads on the field, and he leads in the off the field. But I'm just going to contribute all that back to you. I'm sorry I got sidetracked listening to them in there.
That's right.
But Chris, hats off to you. I know Armando's not the man he is without the foundation he's got at home, and I'm glad you came in.
Yes,
Exactly.
I
want you say he's 6'2", what 2?
He's about 220.
6'2", 220.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you what, his heart's twice that size.
Yes,
Absolutely. His whole heart.
He loves everybody. I mean,
it's been a few years, but he spent quite a bit of time at my house, and my son spent a lot of time at your house. But I tell you what, that kid right there is one of a kind.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm very proud of him, man.
As you should be.
You should be.
I've always taught him to be his own man and don't be like everybody else. And
that's right.
Always just go out and do you.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Yes,
be yourself, and don't ever forget where you came from.
Exactly right.
Don't ever forget where you came from. But Chris, we appreciate you stepping in here
I appreciate
and giving us about 5-10 minutes of your time.
I appreciate
and it's a nice night. I think we're gonna miss the rain, maybe by a little bit, and you can get out here and watch the young man do what he does.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank
all
y'all
right,
for having me.
all right. Thank you, Chris.
All right.
Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Let's James. James, I'm gonna do some adjusting here real quick.
All right.
We're gonna take Chris's mic out.
All right.
Real quick. Get it out of the way.
Put
the shotgun mic back in. Y'all, we got some brand spanking new speakers here at Cave Field, and we want y'all to hear them. See if James can get this untangled.
I got it. Go ahead.
All right, hold that. I'll stick this here. Y'all bear with us. And we will reset. And we will turn this up. Wrong one. There they are. How about that? Sounds pretty good.
It does.
Sounds pretty good. James?
Yes, sir.
Let's, real quick here. I think we told the people at home before that the AAA requires us pay a fee to air air playoff games through our live stream network, and so we put the word out, see if we could get some playoff sponsors that might want to sponsor a game this week. Tonight, our sponsor is Brother John Woods, Red Springs Missionary Baptist Church at Brother John's Small Engine Repair. You guys got a lawnmower that's sick? Lawnmower that's sick, or a weed eater that's got a little cough?
He's sick. He keeps spitting grass
He's
out
spitting
the side.
grass out the side. Holler at Brother John right there at 776-7875. And go see him out at Red Springs, too. They got a lot going on out there. Brother John, we appreciate you. You'll see his ad there tonight alongside the scoreboard all night long. And as with all of our other sponsors, if you see him around, thank him for making this possible, this broadcast possible.
Yes, thank you, Brother John.
James?
Yes, sir.
I got a couple shout-outs I want to give so I don't forget during the game.
Go ahead.
Miss Sandra McGalliard is at home tonight.
Yeah.
Due to extenuating circumstances we won't get into. Miss Runyon, your best friend, Miss Sandra, asked me, please give you a shout-out. This is the first Gurdon Go-Devil, football game that she has missed in some years.
I don't think I've ever not seen her at a game.
And you will be missed, but I think Miss Runyon got her set up with an iPad, and she's watching tonight to watch Grant and the rest of the Go-Devils do what they do best. But Miss Sandra, get well soon, get better. We're praying for you, and enjoy the broadcast tonight.
Absolutely.
You had a shout-out.
Just got a phone call a while ago. I want to say happy 57 to the police chief or fire chief here in Gurdon, Mitch Nolan. Happy birthday. We thank you for everything you do for the community here. I know, a couple weeks ago when I was coming down here to give the shirts to the team, a wreck happened right in front of me, and I stepped out. Mitch was the very first responder there. I tell you, Mitch ain't no small guy, but he sure put his jacket on and crawled through that back window like it was nothing. He's always putting himself in harm's way to help others.
That's right.
Mitch, thank you for everything you do, and happy birthday.
Exactly. Happy birthday, Mitch. What else you got, James? Tonight, EPC. Let's talk about EPC a little bit.
I'm going to have to wing this.
That's all right.
I told you.
Sometimes winging it's better.
So EPC comes in tonight 9-3. That's their overall record. They're 5-0 in conference play, and they come out of the conference the 3-2A. They play with the likes of McCrory. They were the two seed. Mark Trees in their conference. Cross County, I think, is in the conference. Anyway, they're in extreme northeast Arkansas, up there in the kind of about in the Y where 555 splits off from 55. They're about 3 hours and 50 minutes from
right
the
at
stadium.
4 hours. Yeah,
right up. They come out of Lepanto, Arkansas, East Poinsett County. They are a traditional, just as if people heard the coaches show that was posted earlier today that I did earlier this week. Coach Jackson touched base on it. They are a traditional Northeast Arkansas team. And, down here we're all about power. We're all about speed. Up there they have speed, but it's a different style of football. This team is going to spread us out. They tend to be kind of predictable. Let me pull up. I got to pull up some stuff here since I didn't bring all my pregame stuff. Let me pull up their information.
East Poinsett, James, arrived about 4:15. I got here about 3:55, 4:15, 4:25, something like that. EPC made their way out onto the field. I believe they got a little bite to eat in Benton somewhere.
Yeah, I heard they eat at Texas Roadhouse. Man, I'll tell you what, things changed.
I want to go eat at Texas Roadhouse.
I think we went through McDonald's and got a box of sack lunches.
If you were lucky.
Yeah, and I didn't even eat
got
all
a Happy Meal.
Yeah. So East Poinsett, they are the Warriors. Coached by Coach Brandon Powell. He's right now. His record before this season started was 27-17. So I'm guessing right now, I'm putting him around 20, maybe 36-20 is his record coming into tonight's game. EPC, this is their 23rd playoff appearance in the Arkansas State playoffs.
Wow.
That includes it's 22 passes. They're 23rd, including the last two victories. They're 21-22 is their playoff record. Now, what got them here tonight is they had a home field in week 1 to Johnson County Westside. Johnson County forfeited the game early in the week that week due to COVID reasons. And then they put them into the second round. And then also last week they hosted Quitman. Quitman coming out of the 4-2A. I want to say they're the 4 seed out of the 4-2A. Played them pretty close the first half. I want to say Quitman at one time was leading pretty close. Was it 21-20, something like
21-20
that?
21-20 at half, I think Quitman was up.
Well, I know the final score, EPC came out in the second half and just really put it on them and shut them down at the same time. Final score was 56-29. Yeah, 56-29 final score of that game last week. Like Coach Jackson said, you don't get to the quarterfinals and the playoffs if you're not a good team.
That's right.
And that's all there is. I mean, that you can't spell that out anymore. It's just pretty plain and simple. They've taken a pretty rough road. They missed a couple games in regular season due to COVID. I don't believe any of those games were their fault. I think it was always their opponent that, kind of like Gurdon, we haven't missed a game to our own accord. We missed last week due to Carlisle. So anyway, Jim, personnel-wise, I'm going to tell you, they've got one of aside from Jacoby Nolan at Prescott, this is going to be the best quarterback that we've seen since week 1. As the Gurdon Go-Devils band makes its way in front of the home field, the home stands here. So anyway, sorry, I had to take care of something. So I'm gonna talk about Preston Raines real quick. Preston Raines, number 9. He's a senior, 6'3", 215 is what I'm putting him at. He's a dual threat quarterback, Jim. I want to say 1,206 yards passing off the top of my head. I know he has 800 yards rushing. He's only played 10 of their 12 games. I think he was out due to an injury in one game. He is a very dynamic player, all-state quarterback. You know, there's only one way to kill a snake, and that's cut his head off. He is the head of the snake here. If you take him out, you conquer the beast.
Well, you and I watched a lot of that equipment in EPC game the other day.
Right.
Just zoomed through it a little bit there, and he is dynamic. He definitely is. You know.
He is. He's their leading passer. He's their leading rusher. He's their leading tackler. He's their punter. He is. We're playing Preston Raines tonight pretty much. He's got a pretty big support group behind him and the rest of the teammates, but he is the man. Also, I want to talk about number 28, Deuce Moore, senior, 6'3", 205, all-state receiver for the Warriors. I want to say off the top of my head, 55 receptions for 1,003 yards receiving this year.
Wow.
16 touchdown receiving touchdowns. Preston Raines also want to back up. He has 16 through the air and 15 rushing touchdowns. 31 touchdowns accumulated to the man. So anyway, I did talk about how they're predominantly a spread team. They like to spread you out and run in the middle a lot. They will not bring you. They have a power formation that's kind of like the opposite of ours. We run the too tight wishbone. They run an inverted wishbone. So Jim, what that is we have a lead back and it's kind of like a V.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have the opposite of that. The two side guys are up front, and then there's a guy behind them in the middle. So it's kind of like the inverted wishbone, I call it. They don't run a too tight situation. Out of that formation, they'll bring Deuce Moore down to the left tight end, or the left tackle rather. They'll take the left tackle and move him over to the right tight end spot, and that is their power formation. Also, out of that formation, they'll have a split end to one side or the other, and it's usually opposite of the tight end. So there's that. Also, defensively, like Coach talked about in the pregame or in the coach show earlier today, they run a 3-3 stack defense. I've seen every single play against Quitman. They blitz the backside, which from the weak side, whatever the offense was, they blitz the weak side outside linebacker, which is usually, I want to say, number 21. Let me pull up. I got to pull up a roster here. Is this their roster?
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Austin
our roster.
Baker.
This is front and back, too.
Okay,
so.
okay. Yeah, Austin Baker, that number 21. He's one of their hardest players on the team. Senior, 6 foot, 165. He's fast from the outside. He also plays opposites on he's the opposite linebacker of Preston Raines. Preston Raines is an outside linebacker. And Austin Baker plays the opposite side. Camden Argo is your middle linebacker for the Warriors. He's pretty quick. He kind of, Jim, I've watched him. He kind of stays home a lot to try to figure out where the ball is going. Sometimes that causes him to be a little late getting to the play. But nonetheless, he's pretty quick on his feet. They also use him for running back and wide receiver, and you'll see a lot of spread tonight with him. Also, number 1, Josh Gilmore. He's only a junior, but man, I'm telling you, he is like to Gurdon terms, he is sponge. He is their sponge.
Oh wow!
They play him at running back, but also they play him at defensive end and defensive tackle on the strong side a lot. Also, trying to think who else. Oh, also Carter Smith, sophomore quarterback, 5'11", 170. They use him a lot too. In that power formation that I talked about, Jim, they'll take Preston Raines away from the quarterback position and put him at one of the blocking backs.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time they run out of that formation, they're running to the strong side. And it's usually off tackle behind, I know behind number 65, Emory Constant. So that's pretty predictable. Every time they get in that formation, that's where they're going to run. However, with Carter Smith at quarterback, and they're bringing that Deuce Moore down to left tackle, he's also a live receiver. He's a legal receiver because he's not covered up on the line. They run him kind of like a post, and whoever is on the split outside on the tight end side, they'll run a double post across the field. I've seen them score a couple times on that watching film. So that's really all I have on their defense. Got 29 minutes to kick off. But, Jim, let's talk about the Go-Devils.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't have any information. So,
I bet we got enough. I bet we can come up with something.
Go-Devils came into the playoffs with the one loss to Prescott. We had our show out here before, which was what was supposed to be last week's game.
Yep.
Which, we had a first-round bye, but that was by design because we were on top of the bracket, and it was a bye from the whole year, for the whole season. We always knew as long as we were going to get the 1 seed, we were going to have a bye. Well, that happened. We were supposed to play last week to Carlisle, which we have a lot of history with in the playoffs, and then here we come in. I was getting ready to go to the game, matter of fact. I just got out of the shower, and then I got I think, you called me? Or Coach Fortner, somehow I figured out that we wasn't even playing. So, hats off to Carlisle on their great season. I hate to see a team go out the way they have. They're not the only team this year. COVID has really crushed a lot of dreams this year. COVID is the devil, and I'm sorry. I hate y'all had to go through that. But, nonetheless, that gave Gurdon the forfeit win. Puts our record right now at 9-1. We only played 9 regular season games. We got the forfeit win last week. So anyway, 9-1. Coming into tonight. Let me see here. Let me bring up Gurdon. Okay, so this mark, this is EPC's 23rd playoff appearance. This is Gurdon's 24th playoff appearance, including and counting the forfeit win last week. Our record's only 19-23. So playoff record-wise, postseason, Gurdon and EPC is about equal. We've had about the same amount of games. This is Coach Jackson's 7th year as the head Go-Devil, looking for his 52nd win. Now, Jim. It's been 22 days since we saw a Go-Devil team field.
Yeah, and it's been about 28 days since they played in this stadium.
It has been exactly 28 days. We played against on October 30th. Actually, we played Mount Ida, and
we almost made it all the way through November and not play in the stadium.
And that's the second time we've done that this year. We had 3 road games in a row in the first part of the season. But nonetheless, the Go-Devils come in here tonight looking pretty much to establish dominance. They're number 2 in the state by every poll, nationwide, statewide, second to Fordyce. We're not going to talk about that tonight. Hopefully, we can talk about that a little bit next week.
Well,
hopefully, we're here next week.
Yep,
to talk
let's
about
get
it.
this one under our belt, and about 9:30 tonight, we may be talking about it.
Looking across the way, I see probably about 40 people over there in the stands for EPC. No doubt it's a small area, small school, and almost 4 hours of driving. So thank y'all for making the trip. If anybody over there is listening, just wave. We'll see that. But anyway, so let's talk about some other games, Jim. Across the 2A.
Well, we got some big ones. So let's start with Des Arc and Bigelow.
Ooh.
Bigelow heads to the Eagles' Nest to take on Des Arc. And, Des Arc seems like year in and year out, 3rd round. You can't count Des Arc out of not being there. Des Arc's going to be 3rd round, semifinals a lot of time. They've played some championship games in years past. But Des Arc is constantly on the brink. Bigelow brings in an unbelievable defense that is clicking at the right time of the year to go into Des Arc and attempt to knock the Eagles off. What do you think about that?
Both teams undefeated. If I'm not mistaken, other than Fordyce, that is. There's only 3 undefeated teams left in the 2A this year. Even though, Gurdon didn't lose to a 2A team, we're still defeated. Prescott beat us that set by 7 in that shootout. But So yeah, I've kind of everybody since the brackets came out in about week 6. Everybody's been looking at that game, this third round matchup between Des Arc and Bigelow. They're both kind of identical teams. The only thing that really changes them is their colors. Eagles are green, and Bigelow, the Panthers, are black and white. So they both run like a double wing, triple option, just a lot of motion, and they're pretty physical. Des Arc is between the two of them. Bigelow hadn't really even been tested this year. Their strength is their defense. Des Arc has been tested once really. They played at Clarendon, won 16-7, but in that game, Jim, they had 5 fumbles.
Wow.
And they come out of that game the 1 seed of the 6-2A. No doubt everybody's going to be looking at that game. I know that's the 42 Sports game of the week. I know my brother Alan Russell's up there. That's the Hootens game of the week. And I'm going to go with the home team, Des Arc Eagles, by 3. I think it could be a couple more than that, but I'm just going to say they're in for a dogfight, and it could be about 3-point difference.
Coach Davis making his way into the press box.
Howdy ho, Coach Davis.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Next game, Poen, the Cinderella story from the 2A this year. Well, actually, Bigelow could be too. They turned their season around. I don't know if you mentioned it, from 0-10 last year. Now they're 12-0.
You and I both were at the Poen Derrick's game last week.
Yes.
Poen's getting it. They got it in 4th gear, and
they
their
do.
foot to the floor.
They've got the passing gear engaged right now, and foot on the floor, left lane hammered down, as the old football
I just
coach
didn't want to use
say.
that. I didn't want to say that.
Oh yeah. Any Razorback fans y'all probably just cringed when I said that.
Unsubscribe.
Anyway, they are hosting tradition-rich Junction City Dragons. Jim, we saw Poen here on homecoming, October 23rd. Poen, it rained a lot, so Poen didn't really have. That rain made them one-dimensional drastically. But last week against Derrick's, we saw a complete different Poen team on the road. That was the second time they had played Derrick's. First time they played them at home, beat them 21-15, 21-12, something like that. I picked Derrick's to win.
21-12.
Okay.
Was not 9 points.
I've had this thinking since the brackets came out. We kind of figured that was going to be a second-round matchup, and it was. Derrick's, their only loss this year was to Poen. Poen's only loss was to Gurdon. Both one-loss teams. There was no way in my mind that Derrick's was going to host Poen in the holler and let them beat them. And
I went over there to see Derrick's beat Poen.
I did too. That's exactly why I was there. I was over there with Alan Russell with 42 Sports, and we were covering that game. But Poen just came out a whole different Indian tribe. And, I mean, it's like they had it out for the Outlaws, for the Cowboys, I guess you could say. It was Cowboys and Indians, and this time the Indians won.
Sure was.
So,
So look for Poen, James, tonight versus Junction City. Junction City has to go to Poen.
Right.
What bigger way? I mean, to when you have a program that hadn't been around that long, you claw and scratch your way in.
Absolutely.
You finally make it to a quarterfinal game. I believe the first quarterfinal game of school history.
First one of their school history.
And who do you host?
And it's their
Junction City.
If I'm not mistaken, it's their first playoff game or second playoff game to host this year. Is the second playoff game in school history to host.
Yeah.
Adam just sent me a text from upstairs. I want to give a shout-out real quick. Also, Adam Clark, my lifelong best friend since 3 years old in his mom daycare. He's off work from the Department of Corrections tonight.
In the
he is
catbird
upstairs.
seat.
Yes, he is up there in the catbird seat.
Do good, Adam.
Running the camera. So, Adam, all the rest of the
he nodded.
All the rest of the times that you text me about the camera angle, you're in charge.
Yep.
You are to blame if it's
right.
a bad camera. Just saying.
You know what? I got a text earlier, and while I got a second, Adam, what I want you to do is look to the right of the visitor bleachers, about even with the 15-yard line, and zoom in. There's a yellow chair sitting there. You see that yellow chair? Ladies and gentlemen, that is Eddie Jackson's chair.
Is it?
Put there on purpose.
Awesome.
Tonight.
Awesome. I didn't even see it over there.
In honor of Coach Eddie Jackson, that chair will sit there from now on.
That is awesome.
Is awesome. That is unbelievable.
It really is. So, we talked about Poen and hosting Junction City. I was I was kind of leaning heavy on Junction City coming in to Poen because we were expecting rain. A week ago, today's forecast said 77% chance of rain. If that was going to be the case today, I picked Junction City to steamroll them. However, the rain is held off. There's tons of rain down in Louisiana. They've been getting just poured down all day.
Which means Poen's cleared for takeoff.
They are cleared for a dry game. So that led me to pick Poen over Junction City. 2 scores is the margin of victory on that one, my prediction. The next one I want to talk about, Foreman on the road to Fordyce. Now, Foreman in the beginning of the year, Jim, lost 5 out of their first 6 games. But they wasn't playing to their ability. We went down there and put 35 on them in the first half. Second string played the whole second half. But they have turned it around. They won their last 4 regular season games, and they're now 2-0 in the playoffs. Well, I guess if they're still in, they don't have a loss. But they played home to Hector, the Hector Wildcats. They went on the road last week to Magazine Rattlers, put 503 yards rushing, 527 yards rushing on the ground to Magazine, play into their ability late in the year like they are. Everybody knows they've got D1 linemen all over. They average about 295 across the offensive line, about 290 across the defensive line. Chris Haywood, Kevin Keegley, but they're going into Fordyce. What do you think?
I tell you what, they're kind of like a situation like Poen, James. You had a team that, not really not like.
Come here, Keys.
Really not like Poen, in that Poen handled all their business. They come to Gurdon was really the only time during the regular season that they struggled.
Right.
Was here. Foreman struggled mightily throughout the first half of the season. Gradually started. James has got to go handle some business. Gradually got it back. We good?
Yeah, Kaylee messaged me and said, hey, unlock my car.
Oh, okay. All right, he had to step out and hit the unlock button on Kaylee's car.
Yeah.
So Foreman struggled mightily in the early part of the year. We went down there and stood on top of their press box and watched us handle them like nobody's business.
Absolutely. Jim, that was another game from spring when the season came out, like Magnet Cove. We expected that to be a hard-fought game.
Yeah, you really did. But now you get to this point in the year, they move a freshman up who's unbelievable, the transfer in from Prescott.
Right.
Mr. Marks.
Tyrants Marks, yes.
And boom, 500 yards in a round 2 playoff game?
Yeah, the freshman last year. Foreman didn't have a junior high, so they moved him up. He's a Prescott transfer, transferred in the first week of school year this year. He's one of they had 2 200-yard rushers last week and a 100-yard rusher. Tyrants Marks, 18 rushes, 204 yards as a freshman in the second round of the playoffs. Talking about a good athlete, they are deeming him Kyron Beatty 2.0 and better. Alan Russell talked to Coach Ivory earlier this week, and they're thinking down there he's going to be, even more dynamic than Kyron Beatty was, and you know what that name means to everybody here in Gurdon.
Oh, well, Kyron Beatty, yeah, Kyron Beatty is a man amongst men.
But nonetheless, they travel to Redbud Country, Paul Bear Bryant Country.
Yeah, Paul Bear Bryant Stadium on the Cotton Belt in Fordyce. I'll tell you what, the 2 4s, 4-man and 4 dice, are going to go at it tonight. And Foreman goes into that game,
they're confident.
What do you got to lose, James? What do you got to lose? Let's go in here. Let's play Foreman Gator football that we know Adrian Ivory is capable of coaching.
Absolutely.
And see if you can make a game of it. James, if Foreman's in that in the third quarter, Fordyce gets a little rattled maybe, and we might have a ball game.
We might. I don't know who we're going to – I'm thinking we're going to see Fordyce here next week if we are victorious tonight. If we're not, then EPC would be traveling to Fordyce.
It's just like anything else, though. And I completely lost my train of thought on that.
Well,
I thought of something else and completely lost my train of thought on the Foreman Fordyce D. I mean, it's just like I can't even think of what I was going to say, and that is embarrassing.
well, it happens.
Yeah, it'll come to me about the third quarter. Nonetheless, like I said, you don't have anything to lose. Go down there, play your best game, and see what happens. But the one we're worried about tonight, James, we are 14 minutes and 35 seconds away from kickoff here at Cave Field at Go-Devil Stadium. And I believe Mr. Milton.
Going. Yeah, he's ready.
He's already heading and doing it. And I don't think his mic's working. They're checking it out. It's not turned up. He needs to turn it up a little bit more, I think. All right, let me bump that up, James.
The Gurdon High Schools and East Poinsett County High School are playing this game out here to enter into our first game. These two schools are members of the Arkansas Activities Association, and guided by the rules and regulations set forth by the association to maintain and improve high standards of good sportsmanship by the conduct and operation of the schools. The high school athletes performing here tonight are fully recognized as members of opposing teams. Their scholastic athletic support teams are supposed to be operating to support teams in a very positive way through our series of encouragement. The officials for tonight's game are Jack Roach, Nick Farnhoff, Ryan Gray, Harry Hollins, and Dennis Bailey. The officials are held in agreement between the teams who are assigned as used to the rules of the game. Their experience and their integrity qualified them for their participation in interscholastic contests.
I'm just going to come back on here, James, and let everybody know. They added new speakers at Go-Devil Stadium, and our shotgun mic is normally underneath the speakers here at Go-Devil Stadium. So PA announcer might be a little hard to hear, but here's the band, the national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for this night. We thank you with very thankful hearts for all the many blessings that you've given us. We thank you for this opportunity to come watch these young men play. We ask that you be with each one of them, give them safety and good sportsmanship on the field, be with the officials as they call this game, keep them safe, be with all the spectators here tonight. We have an attitude that's coming to you. Lord, we just ask you to give everybody a safe travel home. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
James.
Yes, sir. Want to say a shout out to Mr. Ray Smith for the invocation.
That's right.
Good man. I've known him probably just about literally as long as I can remember.
James, time's ticking away here. Let me pull up. Are we going to do manual scoreboard?
Oh yeah, let me get that going. Let me get to I got to get on the Wi-Fi. And live score. Yeah, I'll get it.
You don't need anything right here.
No, I need you to bring up live score and bring up the code. Put the code. All right, I'm good. Yep, I'm connected.
You're on?
I'm on. Mr. Milton Franklin.
Do you wait.
Huh?
We're fixing stuff on the fly here. We want to add the time to it.
Yeah, you can start the time. We'll try that.
You want to try time or just?
Yes, just put the time on there. And we're not messing with this.
Nope.
Hey, baby girl.
All right.
All right, is Mr. Franklin.
Mr. Franklin, I tell you what, next week we're going to move this shotgun mic and aim it in the other direction.
Yeah, we're going to have to move it. Might need to put it down there on the.
We're going to have a little bit more cable maybe if we want to move it a long ways, but under the old setup, you'd be able to hear it. But we've got brand new speakers on the light poles to the right and to the left of the press box. And I'm telling you what, they sound tremendous.
They do
here
out there.
live. They do.
You can't really hear it on our screen
But
here. But
through
we
a
will
one-dimensional mic,
we'll fix that before next week.
we'll see
Jim,
if we can remedy that.
I'm ready to see the lights go out. I am.
Well, we're ticking away.
I am
7:22.
ready. They got the lights off
EPC
in
is
the-
yet to take the field to even prepare to run on.
They got the lights off in the field house. They're
How come-
preparing.
Kaylee went and got nachos and didn't bring me any.
You know, I didn't raise her like that. I promise you. I usually try to tell her to think about other people, but sometimes it just don't happen. Oh, she thought about Mimi and Ray, the people that could have got their
Oh,
own stuff.
okay. All right.
Okay.
That's all right. Nobody wanted to hear me crunch on chips on
That's
air
great. I mean,
anyway.
Huh?
They're out in the cold. She was trying to keep them
Oh,
warm.
because it's real cold outside, right? It's okay. It's all right.
James's mom is here tonight selling the remainder of the conference championship shirts just inside the gate here at Cave Field.
What's up, buddy?
Coach how you
Fortner.
doing? Coach Fortner making his way in, making a stop downstairs before he makes his way upstairs
Yes.
with Coach Halliday.
Coach Halliday just went up the way.
The Brain Trust makes their way just above us.
I
So
call him Pinky and the Brain. I just
Pinky
don't know
and the
which
Brain.
Which one's which?
I'm pretty sure Halliday would be Pinky and Fortner would be the Brain.
I'm telling you said that.
Well, there's my picks. We're giving picks for things. That's my picks for Pinky and the Brain. Cheerleaders have taken up residence in the north end zone.
See, the EPC captain's making his way out. The referees are on the field. They're ready to get it
I
going.
had us turned down too low. There we go. Now we're turned up.
Well, I'm crunching on a chip anyway.
All right. I don't have that's one thing we're missing. We don't have a mute button. We can't mute a single mic by itself. That'd be nice
Yeah.
to be able to just mute instead
Well,
of.
we could just turn it. Like we got Adam.
I
turned
mean,
down.
I can just. Adam's turned all the way down. Nobody wants to hear Adam.
Here, let's turn Adam up real quick.
Adam,
Adam.
say hi.
Adam ain't gonna say hi.
He's not going to do it.
Adam.
Hello.
Hey.
You're live, Adam. Say hi.
Ah,
Hi. Thank you, Adam, for doing what you're doing tonight.
10-4.
All right, we'll turn you back down, buddy. Adam's upstairs.
Put him on the spot on that one.
Adam's upstairs. Got his sidekick with him.
Miss Hadley.
Miss Hadley upstairs.
Adam, if you're listening to this, tell her she owes me $25.
She sure does. And here they come. Threadgill, Anna, Harper, making their way to the field for the first quarterfinal game at Cave Field at Go-Devil Stadium, at any Go-Devil Stadium.
No.
Not ever, but
Not ever.
in a long
We
time.
went to the quarterfinals. In 1998, we hosted Harding Academy in the quarterfinals.
Okay, well then that was the last time.
That was the very last time Gurdon hosted a a quarterfinal matchup ever.
All right. So because we went 11, we went in
13? No, 14.
87, 88,
This is the 6th time Gurdon's ever been in a
87,
quarterfinals.
88, 11.
Okay, so we got number 28, Deuce Moore, as the captain, the lone captain for the Warriors, as we see the EPC team making its way from the visitors' field house. Number 4, Armando Harper for the Go-Devils is the captain, flanked by number 11, DJ Anna, number 3, Jamison Cookie Threadgill.
Nope. 87, 88, 98, 2011, 2019, and 2020.
Awesome.
So 98 was the last time it was hosted here. 11 was at Carlisle. 19 was at Magnet Cove. And this year is, of course, here at Cave Field versus East Poinsett County.
Awesome. So now they flipped the coin. Armando has backed up to the south end zone. EPC has won the toss and elected to receive. Gurdon will kick off. So defense first. EPC is just stopping on the sideline. They're not even running out. They do have
they know
some
what's
cheerleaders
coming.
over there. I do have a feeling they do know what's
they
coming.
know what's coming.
They don't know the lights are about to go out on them
Yeah,
right
do.
now. Folks, do not adjust your screen. This is a planned deal. Jim, I'm loving the purple.
Yep.
The purple lights here.
Let's let them listen a little bit.
Jim, I got goosebumps. All right, the Go-Devils have made their entrance. EPC is on the field ready to receive. Jim, we only have, are we done?
We're going to disconnect, reconnect.
Sure.
It's going.
Yeah, let's let it ride for a minute in case we have to. We will if we have to, though.
All right.
All right, Daniel Garcia, number 9, the senior kicker. Jim, I want to tell you real quick while I'm thinking about this. You know, I looked last night. Daniel Garcia right now, for PAT scored in the season, right now, Daniel Garcia tied in the nation, number 126 at 47 extra points made. The kickoff comes, and it is a deep kickoff, high in the air, brought in at the 15 by number 24, that's Dennis Gaines. Brought down by number 30, Devontae Johnson, number 45, Caden Rhodes, at about the 29, where the Go-Devils start their defensive first series. The Warriors setting up shop. 1st and 10 at the Go-Devils at their own 29. What is it? Well, I need to do the clock, don't I?
Yeah, Preston Rain's got a man in motion. He's going to toss it out to Dennis Gaines. Gaines is going to be brought down
number 8
at the 25-yard line.
They're going to go a lot of no huddle.
Did not see who brought him down.
That was number 8,
Rourke Anderson. So a 2nd and 13 here for Raines and the Warriors. He's going to keep it. He's going to get about 3, maybe 4 on the play. Back to the original line of
looks
scrimmage.
like they gave him 2. He's still going to be about 1.5 yards behind the original line.
So it should be maybe 3rd and 11 here.
Looks like he's spotting it at about the 28. Yeah, 3rd and a long 11. 11 and a half just about.
Cowbells are ringing. Got a good crowd here, even with the restrictions.
This is going to be a pass down. Look for number 28, Deuce Moore.
Back to pass, and it's
He's
caught.
But hit instantly by Caden Rhodes and Sam Bell. That was the All-State Deuce Moore on the reception. Got about 7, 6 maybe. Fourth and 5 now. They're going for it. Well, Jim, I didn't talk about this in practice. Preston Raines is their punter. They do a lot of quick kick. So
Well, we'll see if he quick kicks right here. He's getting a little instruction from the sidelines.
Tried to draw us off sides first. No
Just
doubt
hold your place there, Go Devils. Drops back. He's really going to pass,
going for
James. He's got a man for the first down.
Deuce Moore over there on the
At the 46-yard line.
He ran about a 12, hook back to 10.
47-yard line.
First and 10 right there at the 42.
Wow, you talk about clutch right there in the fourth down. Convert to fourth down here.
Absolutely. 10:23 left in your first quarter.
All right, first and 10. Fresh set of downs for the Warriors. Raines gives to Gaines. He tries to bounce it to the left side, and he's going to be snuffed out. Going to lose yardage, James.
Number 2, Sam Bell snuffed it out.
My goodness. Lost about 4 on the play, 3 on the play. Second and 13. Same situation as the last set of downs. Second and 13. Raines awaits the snap. He's going to drop back. He wants to pass. It's complete to number 5, and he's going to be tackled.
Number 5, that's that Camden Argo.
At the 40, they're going to give him the 48-yard line. Bring up third and about 5.
Jim, he's going to be doing a lot of those quick passes tonight. No doubt our pass rush is a little much for their offensive line. He's going to have to get rid of that ball real quick like he's doing right now if he wants to do anything productive.
He's going to pass again, James. He's got pressure. It's complete to number 4 for the first down, and he's going to be brought down by Jalen Wells and
number 4,
Micah McKillian.
Barry Roselle Jr. Junior 5'9", 160 on the reception.
Another first down for the Warriors. Just over into Go Devil territory. The give to Gaines over the near side. Makes a man miss and brought down by Harper at the 42-yard line.
About a 3.5-yard gain. Bring up a second and about 6, a little over 6, close to 7. Deuce Moore split out to your far sideline. Got one-on-one coverage with Sam Bell on him.
Defensive line getting some push there, James.
Yeah, they are. They're going to probably the whole game.
Here comes another pass over the middle, dropped. The pass incomplete, intended for Camden Argo.
Hit instantly by number 4, Armando Harper. Brings up a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 at the Go Devil 42. 8:46 left in the first quarter.
Okay, doing a little switching there. Anderson comes out, Cruz in. They hold, maybe changing it up just a little bit. Raines takes the snap, passes it out, and bounces it off the field. Argo, just short of Argo. He bounces it off the field, James. That's going to bring up 4th down, but hey, they went for it on their side of the 50.
They did. I know their coach, he wants to give them something positive right now. You don't want to give the Go Devils the ball right now and go down 7-0. So no doubt he's wanting to try to keep the ball in the Warriors' hands and score right now just to give this team, keep them in the positive.
Playing PA football right now. We're not going to punt. Raines. 3 split out.
Yeah, they're trying to draw him off sides. They got Deuce Moore down here at the tight end right now, and he's uncovered. So look for him to do something from that position.
He's still trying to bark, James.
And
Raines.
Nope.
Back
Moore,
to pass.
It's a screen
so
pass.
Screen pass it back to 28. He's going to be snuffed out right at the 41-yard line.
And that's exactly, they went. He flooded right here, and the whole defensive line came with him. But no doubt. all week long, Coach Jackson's talked about do some more. Watch where he's at on the field because that's where the ball's going 90% of the time, especially in a playmaker situation. So, 1st and 10, Go-Devils 42-yard line on their own side of the 50, 8:33.
Oh, boy, here we go.
And here we go.
That's
Too
right.
tight wishbone
Yep,
for the Go-Devils.
the classic Go-Devil look right here that you've gotten used to all season. The give to
Gives
Sponge
to
over the right
Sponge.
side, and he's got a
And-
little bit of room. Nope, going to be tripped up at
Yeah.
the 50. James, I believe he made it right at the 50.
Yeah, about the 49 is where they're standing. Going to be a 7-yard gain on first down. Bring up
They're
a
going to
well,
put the
no, it's on
football
50.
right at the 50.
2nd and 2 on the midway
That's
line.
exactly what we want to see. 2nd and short, 3rd
Yes.
and short.
Oh, look. Well, Cookie's not even out there right
Okay,
now. is
we've
he?
got, I believe that's Wales split wide, or is that Bratton split
That's
wide?
Brighton split wide.
No, that was Jones in at quarterback,
It
James.
was. Yeah, DJ Anna's right here. That was something kind of new
You
for
know,
the Go-Devils.
I still am not sure. I think that was Bratton out wide. But nonetheless, Jones.
Yeah, it's Bratton. I see you 12 right there.
Jones, the handoff to Harper. And looks like Jones will remain in the game.
Well, I'm not understanding why we got Anna on the sideline and Cookie on the sideline.
Well, just
But
something different
I'm
here.
not the coach, so
Something different.
give
Jones,
us to Sam
give
Bell.
to Sam Bell over the near side, and he's going to be brought down.
No gain.
That's a 45-yard line. They'll give him the 30,
Original line.
49.
Well, they gave him a yard.
I mean, 41.
Gave him a yard. 7:39 left in your first quarter. No score. Bunch comes out. Kyle Radford comes out. Harper, you're long back in the backfield. Micah McKillian going
In motion.
Give us to Harper.
Give to Harper up the middle. He bowls his way down across the 35-yard line down to the 33-yard
Brings
line.
up a 3rd and about 1.5.
I'd rather have 3rd and 1 than 3rd and 9.
Absolutely.
Go Devils huddle up. Talk it over. 3-back set. There we go. Jones under center. Here's
Gives
the
to
give to McKillian up the middle. He's got the first down. Beans towing and recovery first down
Jim,
and more.
This is something totally unorthodox. We've got Cookie and DJ Anna right here on the sideline. Sponge is on the sideline. Zamari Haney's on the sideline. Our main, as Sponge goes out there now, our main running backs and quarterbacks not even playing right now.
Right, you got Wells and McKillian run off.
I kind of in no way am I questioning. I'm trying to figure out what the strategy is here. Sponge and Harper and Sam Bell in the backfield in your wishbone, unbalanced to the right.
Jones under center. He's going to give to Sponge over the right side, and
And he's gonna
Sponge
go.
means to.
He-
Business jumps
he
over a
hurls.
man and
And
into the
he
end
is
zone
in for the
touchdown. Go Devils!
How about, usually Sponge runs through you. This time he did the hurdle and went over you. That is something I've really never seen the man do.
He did a little track move right there on
He
him.
sure did. 6:06 left in the first. Go
James,
Devils up.
I'm
6-0.
not sure. Did Anna play a down in that series?
I didn't see him. Cookie didn't either.
Okay.
I'm not
Well, I
understanding.
know Cookie played kick coverage.
Kick is up and good.
Good.
That kick right there puts Daniel Garcia, his record on the year for PATs, 48 out of 54 made. Let me go ahead and add that extra point on there. Scores with 6:06 left in the first. Go Devils up 7-0. Put the timeouts on that live score deal if you can. Sky kick brought in by number 4. Who is that? Barry Roselle. He gets through the first line, brought down about the 45, 44. 44 is where the referees are going to mark it.
Jalen Wells in on the tackle for the Go-Devils. They got all balled up right there at the end of that tackle. So the EPC Warriors take over for their second possession of the game. Preston Raines joined in the backfield by Dennis Gaines. Gaines and Raines is going to keep it. He's not going anywhere, James. He lost about a yard on that, maybe 2. Go-Devil fans said, do that again.
That again. It looked just right. Sounded like Brother Randy
I believe
Cox
that was
over here.
Randy Cox. 2nd and 11 is what they're going to call it.
Got it.
Raines and Gaines in the backfield again. Raines wanting to pass. He's got a man open, and it's complete down to the 49-yard line.
Hit instantly by Jalen Wells and Micah McKillian.
That was Barry Rossell Jr. on the reception. Roselle. Okay.
Brings up a 3rd and 6.
Barry Roselle Jr. on the reception. 3rd and 6, like James said.
At the 47 of the Warriors. Still Raines and Gaines in the backfield. Deuce Moore split out to the far side.
I think Raines and Gaines are pretty much the go-to guys.
They are. Gaines is a freshman, according to Max Preps. Has 600 yards rushing already.
Raines wants to pass again, James, and he gets hit as he threw.
Oh, almost intercepted by Sam Bell. Brings up a 4th. Gaines hit on the throw by number.
Hit from about 3 different sides.
He was bringing the pursuit was number 53, Markel Pollins. 4th down again. This is the 3rd and 4th down attempt for.
Well, we're switching out, getting fresh legs. Pollins comes out. Cruz comes in replacement. Sponge stays out there. And the 4th down play. Roselle in motion. Raines back to pass. He wants to throw. He's got a little bit of time.
And he's
pursued by, my goodness gracious, I believe that was Caden Rhodes that made that first lick.
That's what 220 pounds looks like when you're running like that.
But nonetheless.
Let me fix the clock here. I done got about 30 seconds ahead of
Preston Raines gets the first down for the Warriors at the 42-yard line of Gurdon. Raines and Gaines in the backfield again to give the Gaines over the left side, and he gets bottled up. Might have got a yard. See where they mark it.
Second and 9. Jim, right now they're 2 for 3 on 4th down attempts. 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Raines and Gaines. Gets the step. Drops back.
Woo, he's got a man. And no, he doesn't.
Miscommunication.
I'm not exactly sure what was going on.
Well, Raines threw deep on that, and
somebody was supposed to be running under that.
Deuce Moore, I think he was expecting Deuce Moore to do that, but Deuce Moore ran at about a 12-yard hook, and the ball went 20 yards over his head. No doubt. Well, here we go over the camera again. The clock.
Another 3rd and 9 for the Warriors at the Gurdon 41-yard line. Raines back to pass. He's flushed.
Oh, and
he's going to be caught by Jalen Wells.
He's brought down.
Armando comes in to clean it up, but they cross back over the 50 again over into Warrior territory to the 49 of EPC.
Brings up now about a 4th and 20. Surely they're not going for this one. They've gone for all 3 so far.
Well, they might show like they're going to go for it, but as you mentioned earlier, Raines is also their kicker.
Well, he is, and he only drops back about 5 yards, and they're doing a complete line swap on this one. So this is going to be a punt formation, no doubt.
Now we get to see Jamison Threadgill back at the 19-yard line.
He don't do a real far kick.
He may not get to kick it far at all. Well,
oh, no, right off the side of his foot. About a 4-yard punt.
Go-Devils are going to take over at the 48-yard, their own 48-yard line.
Jim, while we're doing that, let's do a quick score update. Right now, Mr. David White from Mount Ida messaged me, said JC and Poen tied at 8. Tied at 8. Now, let's go back. I'm going to hit up some, well.
All right, James. Now you see DJ Anna in the game.
Hold the phone.
What?
Melbourne's up over Prescott 8-0.
Oh, my goodness. It's still a lot of football left to
Fordyce
play.
up over Foreman 7-0. Junction City, or
Looky
Bigelow.
here, right here.
Yes.
Flick to the near side. Jalen Wells. DJ Anna puts Cookie in motion.
He
keeps it. Anna tosses it out to Cookie.
That's a live ball.
Cookie tries to pick it up and do something with it, but it's going to be 2nd and 10. He might have got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Not real sure what he was thinking. You just want to go down with that one. You don't want to. You don't want to try to. This is playoffs.
I'm not exactly sure if they intended to do that or.
Well, that was an option play, and he tried to do that pitch back, and you just don't want to do that on your way down. Too many things can happen. That was a live ball. Any kind of backwards pass is a live ball. That EPC could have picked that one up and went to the house with that one.
All right, we'll line up and try it again. Looks like same formation. Wales split wide to the near side. I believe that's Bratton. Wide to the far. The give to Zamari Haney around the right side, and he bowls through a man.
But he held on.
He held on to him.
Number 21, Austin Baker. Welcome to the game, sir. Have you met Mr. Haney?
21 versus 21. Zamari Haney gets him down to the 45-yard line of EPC to bring up a 3rd and 3.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Quick first quarter.
It has been. A lot of running, not much going.
Harper comes in relief of Zamari Haney. All right, they're going to split everybody out again. Wells to this side, Bratton and Cookie to the far side. Going to give the ball to Sam Bell over the left side. He got the beans towing in recovery. Gurdon Go-Devils first down. Does Chunky bring up a first down at the Warrior 41-yard line.
Junction City just fumbled inside the Poen 5. Indians recovered 1st and goal.
Wow.
They do that against the Indians, they won't come out victorious, I promise you. They'll be going to basketball tomorrow.
We really like this formation here tonight.
Yeah,
they give to Harper
totally
over the right side, makes a man miss.
Harper's off to the races,
makes another man miss and gets caught.
Run down by number 1, Josh Gilmore.
At
about
the 11.
11?
Wait, we got a flag after the play, James.
Uh-oh.
We got a flag after the play. Got some extracurricular activity over here right at the 35-yard line.
I did not look. I was looking at the roster. I see number 21, Austin Baker being pulled off the field. He's got his head down. No doubt that was probably.
All right, there. Yeah.
Are they bringing the ball back? They are.
They are bringing it back, James. Let's see. We'll get the explanation.
Coach Jackson, you can tell right there on the sideline, he is not happy. I'm not sure what happened here. 135, 136 left in the first quarter. Is that a spot foul? Now they're walking it off against them. That's exactly what that is.
All right, there they go. They keep walking it off. Are we going to be just in the same shape as we were?
Looks like it. Looks like
I mean, maybe within a yard of where we were at the end of that play.
Maybe that was offsetting. Oh, no, they're still walking.
Wait a minute. They're going to do half the distance from there, James.
Well,
no, they're not.
I don't do.
Well, we are in better shape.
You know, this year in between high school and college, I just quit trying to figure out what the referees are thinking.
We're 5 yards to the good.
If you're a Razorback fan, you're not a fan of the referees right now anyway, so I just give up on trying to figure them out. We don't have instant replay, and evidently.
So we go from
it don't matter anyway.
1st and 10 at the 11, and after all that, we get 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Anna give the sponge over the right side, and he's got his 2nd touchdown of the night. Rorick Anderson, James, with his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Over the right side. I would say untouched, but I believe he got touched a time or two, but it didn't matter. The kick is no good.
Whoa.
That's a rare right there.
That is kick number 7 out of 55 attempts. Only number 7 missed by Daniel Garcia.
Well, you know what, James? You can't make them all, and Daniel is still a heck of a kicker.
Well, I promise you I can't make them all.
And, you know, I guarantee I could make 1 out of 100. So, Gurdon leading. Yeah. See?
What do you say?
He was just being unruly.
Oh, well.
Don't be unruly on the live chat, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please. It doesn't matter what side you're on, what side you're for. Let's keep in mind that there are people of all ages reading those live chats. So the block button is available to me. Just know
I didn't
that.
know what she was talking about. She
I
said,
happened
"Can
to
we please
look.
block him," and I was like, huh?
The
What?
last
Who's
2 or 3
that?
games, there have been some here and there, and people have said afterwards, hey, and I never do look at it. So I told myself
I don't
tonight
ever, yeah.
I'm going to. All right, now Chance says we're having signal problems. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
him
it's
having
not
signal
here.
problems. Mine has not stopped at all on my phone.
Daniel Garcia back to kick again. Kick is up. Sky
Deep
kick to the
sky
left.
kick.
Nobody's going
He's not
for
even
it.
looking. That's going to be
Go-Devils
Gurdon ball. Gurdon ball at the
Gurdon gets it.
39-yard line.
That's exactly what happened. 40-yard line.
Andrew
Go-Devils.
Long had no idea the ball was even in the air.
Nobody went for it. I called it before. Nobody was even looking up for the ball.
Number 2, the ball hit 2 feet from his feet, and he had no idea it was anywhere near him.
Ball landed right there by DJ Anna. He was already running past it, so he didn't get to get it. But
There were plenty there behind him.
there was.
So, with 1:29 remaining in the first quarter, Gurdon has a chance to put a third score on the board.
Still got a shotgun formation.
James,
going.
they like this formation the last
They
couple
really
of
do.
series. Let's see if he puts Cookie in motion.
In motion.
This time he's wanting to throw. DJ's got a man
Oh.
streaking. That's Sam Bell.
Broken up by number 4.
Broken up
That was
by
number 4,
Roselle.
Barry Roselle, yeah.
Good
Ball was
play
in the
by
air a little-
Roselle.
The ball was in there a little too late. But, Jim, right here, what they were doing, that was actually a screen pass to Cookie. The line went out to the right. And, you know, you saw a lot of defenders coming in, but he just had Sam Bell open. I think he should have that ball should have been a little more of a line drive type, a little bit quicker, a little bit more heat on it to get it there. He threw it up in the air and gave him time to get under it, really. Give us to who is that? Is that Zamari Haney?
Was that Zamari?
Zamari Haney. I could not see who it was. He caught me off guard. Down to the 18-yard line, about a 22-yard gain for the junior.
All right, thanks, Carrie and Tasha. I appreciate that, giving us a little thumbs up on the signal issue there.
Good deal.
So we're good.
Same formation. Bryce Bratton.
Keon, I took care of that guy. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Bryce Bratton and Cookie split out to the right. Sam Bell goes in motion to the right. He's back to pass. Cookie in the end zone. Touchdown! Go-Devils. 18-yard touchdown pass to Jamison
Wow.
Threadgill.
James, we're going to run out of confetti.
We are. So with 1:05 left in, I'll get the clock back right again. 1:05 left in your first quarter. Go-Devils up 19 to EPC's 0. Daniel Garcia back to kick the extra point. Jalen Wells goes in motion. They got a fire play. Jalen Wells No. Oh, and it's almost intercepted. That was a designed go-for-two play, something we haven't seen ever, to my knowledge. And
I just want to say the guy that got blocked sure is getting some play on the live chat, even from Ida fans. We got Ida fans saying this is from an Ida fan. Block the guy. And look, we blocked him. He's gone. Don't worry about him. He's gone.
He's gone. So, minute 5, Gurdon has missed now 2 extra points. They went up, going up 19-0 over the Warriors.
All right. So, wow. Just like that. You know, just a few minutes ago, I was saying this is a quick running quarter right here. We score again. 19-0. The Go-Devils over the EPC Warriors. EPC, they're conference champions. Gurdon Go-Devils, champions of their conference.
I bet they run for the ball this time.
If it comes to the near side, I guarantee you Andrew Lung is going to watch for it.
He kicks it, well, about to the same place.
Okay,
but
it's going to go to Rozelle. He's going to receive it at the 31 and try to return it.
And he is.
He's got a little
over
room.
The 50.
Down to the 47
Brought down by Giovanni Cruz, number 56. While we're doing that, let me try to catch a quick score update. Said he's still there.
Well,
Fordyce is up 14-0 in the first quarter. Desart's still up 8-0. Melbourne and Prescott have tied it at 8. Junction City Poland still tied at 8.
Raines passes out to
Gaines. No, that ain't
that's
Gaines.
not Gaines. He's going to get a first down, James.
That's Argo, isn't it? Yeah.
Argo, Camden Argo.
Poland's up over Junction City 16-8.
$52 seconds remain. James didn't stop the clock. He's fixing it. He's fixing it. He's fixing it.
I got it fixed. Nope, now the clock's going.
When it gets under a minute, that gets confusing right there, I bet.
It's confusing anyway when you're trying to do all this.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Raines. Got Argo back there with him. He's going to keep it.
He's going to keep it up the middle. Design run.
Oh, James, he got a few yards on that.
He did.
He got the first down.
It's going to give him, the first. Inside the Go-Devil 30, down to about the 26. 23 seconds left as the referee stopped the clock. .9, so 24 is close enough. Oh, now the clock's going.
15 seconds remains. Raines awaits the snap.
Drops back.
He wants to pass, but he pulls it down. Gets flushed out of the pocket. Sponge makes it to him. He's going to catch.
Oh,
and it's caught by
what a hit
Barry Rozelle.
By number 5, Jalen Wells. What a hit right there. 2.5 seconds left in the first. Clock stopped for first. They won't get another snap off. They're going to call that at the end of the first quarter.
Are you sure that was Jalen Wells or was that DJ Anna that made that hit?
Well, yeah, I don't
know. Jerry says that was DJ Anna that made that hit.
It might have been. Okay. And that's the end of the first. $16 now. Junction City and Poland tied up. They are in a shootout. Looks like Junction City has come out, and they're not real stale like they usually are starting out. Just turn all the chat off.
I'm trying to.
I don't know why somebody's got to be like that. I don't even know the dude, but I don't like him.
Yep. Well, as soon as I figure out how to do it, the live chat's going bye-bye.
Here, I'll do it.
They moved my settings, James.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
They completely moved my settings on YouTube Studio.
Well, I put him in timeout for 300 seconds. I can do that. That's 5 minutes.
Yep. The live chat is gone.
Oh, you got it?
Yep.
Because I just figured out how to hide him and leave the live
Just
out.
remember, we need to go here to do that.
Look, I just figured out how to hide him.
It's all gone now.
He's now hid on the channel. So anyway, sorry,
It's
folks.
all gone. Sorry
folks.
about that, folks.
I don't even know what we got going here. Let me look at the clock. I hate stuff like that gets taken.
Takes up our time there.
Yeah.
So we're not going to take any time giving any of that any credit. All right, James, timeout.
Well, I'm trying to.
Timeout Warriors, James.
Why is my? There we go. Timeout Warriors, you said?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm good. I got their timeout going. Yeah.
Yep.
Desark's up 14-0 over Bigelow. 4:08 left in.
All right, we come out of the timeout there. 11:54 remaining in the second quarter here. Go-Devils up 19-0 over the Warriors of EPC. EPC. Ball sits at the Gurdon 28-yard line. Rains back to pass.
Screen back to Moore.
Rains back to Moore, and he's tripped up. He'll be brought down and right at the 20-yard line of the Go-Devils. Going to bring up.
Third and about 20. Well, yep, third and
They
19.
get a first down at the 1-yard line.
I did not see what all happened a while ago. We were dealing with
the live chat business, and we apologize.
Y'all might have saw more than we did on the camera. Adam might know too.
Nonetheless,
Little miscommunication.
3rd and 19 from the 20, James.
Got Moore right there at your right tight end again. Look for another screen pass. That seems to be working out for him. Same exact play. Moore goes deep.
Oh, my goodness. Wales
Oh,
he
ball is on the
ball is
ground.
out.
Keenan Payton
Picks it up, and he's off to the races. Payton, 30,
Yeah,
20.
sir.
10.
Look at that.
Touchdown, Go Devils. The Punisher picks
Keenan
up the ball,
Payton.
scoops and scores.
Jim.
James, what was that? 60 yards he ran that ball?
No, from about the 25, so 75 yards.
Okay, well,
So, Jim,
he ran off and left some people.
quick stat. That is 6 games in a row now that Gurdon has scored on either a special team or defensive touchdown.
Oh, my goodness gracious. What a better kid for that to happen to. He had a couple blockers, but he showed a little speed.
That is a defensive lineman's ultimate dream, is
James-
to score a touchdown like that. Congrats to you, Punisher.
I tell
Keenan
you
Payton.
what, man.
Jim?
He had the right guys in the rocking chair.
Yes, absolutely.
He put that head
Well,
back.
We need a score, don't we?
Oh, yeah, put that
Yeah.
score up there. And that one's
and
good.
an extra point. Let's do that too.
All
So,
right, 26-0.
26-0, 10:50 left in the second. Jim.
Wow. Wells and Pollins. Wells and Pollins with the hit on Reigns.
Yes, sir.
Ball pops loose, bounces right down. He had to sort of double clutch it, but Payton picks it up. And off to the races he goes for the Go Devil touchdown.
I'm getting score updates here. Desart 22-0 over Bigelow now. 3:38 left in the second.
All right, Daniel Garcia set to kick off. We've got, who we got back deep there? Deuce Moore and Dennis Gaines. They're going to kick it straight away. Moore is going to attempt to receive it up the middle, James. Sam Bell. Why, my goodness, Sam Bell got right out in the middle of the highway.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you right now, that's the way Gurdon is covering their kickoffs. It's a little uncharacteristic for them. Usually they're right down there on them, but EPC is doing a fine job of picking up blocks down the field like that and making a good lane for the receiver.
Oh, no. I didn't know what you were doing. He was offering me some M&Ms.
I'm just trying
To give me a little energy.
My mama told me be nice.
M&Ms. I'll take some M&Ms. We get some TDs. Reigns again to Gaines over the right
Hit
side. He's
instantly.
not going anywhere. Wells in on the assist. I
Hit
believe that was
Kyle
Radford.
Kyle Radford, yes, on the
Snuck
initial.
in there behind him.
What a good, great play by the sophomore.
My goodness.
He is coming in and showing out
We
this
got
year.
a player down. Attaboy, Adam. Just move away.
Well, let me fix the clock. I don't know who it is. I pray it's nothing serious. That is Gaines.
But he's up. He's up.
He's walking kind of slow. He's not limping.
He's up.
Walking off the field
That's a
on
very,
his own
very
accord.
good sign.
Absolutely. Sending prayers to that young
All
man.
right, let him get a breather. Hope he gets back in this ball game.
Well, they're not looking at him or anything over there. He must be all right. Might have got the wind.
He
knocked
probably
out
just
of
had
him.
had a little wind knocked out of him, and he'll be back to help his teammates out here shortly. 2nd and 13. Reigns. The give
He
to.
kept it. He kept it.
No, he kept it
And
around the
he's
right
hit
side. He
Kyle
ain't going
Radford.
nowhere.
Who is that? Kyle Radford and who?
Who was that in there
That
with him?
is
Evan Dickerson?
Evan Dickerson.
My
Awesome
goodness.
play, young man.
25-35. Radford and Dickerson in on the play. My neighbor, Evan Dickerson. Shout out to East Wheeling Springs.
Cookie checks out. I don't know who went in for him. I just saw him coming out.
2 plays in a row. The Go Devils snuff out. EPC going backwards, James, on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one direction you really don't want to go right here and, against this Go Devil defense. But, already in this game, they have gotten a few 4th down conversions, bringing up 3rd and 13 right here. Hey, no, he's going to keep it in the backfield again. The sophomore
Woo!
Kyle
Kyle Radford
Radford,
making his name known tonight.
along with number 35.
Where is his mama?
Evan Dickerson.
Look right down in front of us.
Woo!
You
You
see her?
know she is happy right now. And number
Stephanie.
21, the junior Zamari Haney.
James,
Well,
I forgot
dropped
to
an
tell
M&M.
you. I forgot to tell you. I found out just before the game, not long before the game, Miss Robbie McKinnon
Yeah?
sent us some peanut butter fingers.
No way.
Yeah, I haven't laid my hands on them. I believe Stephanie has laid her hands on them. She didn't eat any of them.
Well,
Thank you, Miss McKinnon.
Thank you.
Sent us some peanut clusters last week, and I tell you what, tremendous.
ball's on the ground. He's going to have to
Oh,
run
he's
for
not
it.
going.
And
He's going to be
brought
brought down.
at the 30. Turnover on downs. 8 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first half. Go-Devils set up shop deep inside Warrior territory. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. So wait, are you, hold on now.
I'm not keeping them from you. I just letting
Are
you
we
know.
talking about
Actual,
old
I think,
cafeteria
old school
Butterfingers?
cafeteria recipe peanut butterfingers that should be illegal.
They should be.
They should be illegal.
She needs to have a patent on it. Can I buy your half?
My half?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll buy your half.
that'll be $300.
Well, you can have Kaylee.
James tried to sell his only daughter.
For some peanut butter fingers.
All right, the
Oh,
gift.
give us-
Look at here.
Oh, is that
C.J.
C.J.
Dickerson
C.J.
around the
Dickerson.
near side to the
Oh.
10, to the 5, pushed
he-
out of bounds at the 2, does a flip in the end zone, or just outside of the end zone. But
At the
C.J.
4-yard
Dickerson
line,
showed some speed.
Bringing up a 1st and goal at the 4. Miss Robbie McKinnon, thank you so very much. We enjoy everything we do, and it's for people like you, and that's why we do it.
James Gurdon showing every bit of their ammunition.
They are.
Now look in the backfield who you've got.
Well, they're going for 2 now. Zamari Haney, Cookie.
He did not score, James.
No,
They're going
Give us
for
the Cookie
give the
up the
Cookie
middle,
over
and
the
he's
middle,
in.
and he's in for the
He
Go-Devil
is
touchdown. They took his helmet off, James, and they're still not blowed the whistle. Cookie comes back out of the pile, raising his hands as if, hey, they got my helmet,
you can
ref.
see him smiling from here. Out in the middle of the field, he is smiling all the way across. Look at that. Look at that smile.
32-0, 8:38 remaining in the second quarter. Garcia. What is he tonight, James? 3 for
No, he
3 for 4
two
already?
For, no,
2 for 4.
They went for 4. They went for 2 a while ago.
I got you. Okay, Jones to hold. Kick is up.
He's up. He's 3 for 4
Oh.
now.
He missed it.
Did he really?
No good.
Wow.
The kick is no good.
No, he's 2 for 5. No, he's 2 for 4 because they had they went for 2 on 1.
We're going to turn that fan on in a minute, I think.
Yeah, that's why I had the
I might have to
door,
come
I
out
had
of
the
this
door
hoodie.
open at one time.
Well, James, somehow or another, and I know I experienced every single bit of it. Maybe Kaylee was paying attention, but we got to 32-0 somehow.
It started out pretty slow, and then
if I could find that guy that was messing up that live chat, me and him would have a chat right now. He
dang
caused me
right.
to miss him. He
Well-
caused me to miss a little bit of this game.
I'm causing a mess everywhere.
Yeah,
Hey,
James.
you don't tell me what to do.
James is trying to spill liquid all over our equipment. The
Kick
kick straight
deep
away by
by
Markel Collins. Gaines receives it inside the 10, wants to return it to the far side.
Mike
Got a little lane.
Oh.
McKillian misses. He's going to squirt past Wells, and Bratton is going to bring him down.
Kind of like a bulldog tackle right there. It looked like he was trying to bring down a little small heifer, but
he picked him completely up off the ground before he
He
got
sure
done.
did.
Bratton said, nope, you're
thought
not
he was
getting
going to
past
flip
me.
him over and tie him up. Real
You're not
quick.
going to get past me. Gunnar Gibson was in on that assist there once Bratton got his hand on him.
Well, no doubt right now reality's probably starting to set into the Warriors.
I'm looking at I call it the replay. I'm watching the watching the replay of that on my phone as the live stream plays on my phone, and with the delay, I get to see it happen again. And
That's a good idea. I didn't
Sam
think about that.
Sam Bell was in on that secondary tackle there with Bratton.
Give
Raines,
us the gains.
James, look
Hit.
at this.
Oh, Jalen Wells in the
My
backfield, about 7
goodness.
yards deep.
Armando again. Oh, wait, that was Josh Taylor that came in to help clean that up too.
Well, I want to say this. Welcome to the season, Josh Taylor. He tore an MCL early in preseason. This is his
Just
very
a freak accident.
Yeah,
Just
it really
a freak
was.
Deal.
This is his very first game to dress out, and he's actually playing out there.
He was in on the cleanup.
I see his knee brace right there. No doubt he's
shout out to his brother Aaron.
Absolutely.
Former Go-Devil. I know he's enjoying watching baby brother play tonight. Rains passes out
to Argo.
Argo makes a man, well, skirts down the sidelines.
Bryce Bratton hit him initially, cleaned up by Caden Rhodes and number 11, DJ Yana. Armando Harper also there.
He
on the
must
play.
have stepped out. I thought he almost made the 45, but they're going to give him just the 43.
Looks like I think Bryce Bratton's initial hit kind of stepped him out a little bit. So
7:37 with all this passing, James, has sort of slowed that clock down a little bit.
Yeah, passing it will if they're not completing.
But we know what will speed it up.
Be another Go-Devil offensive possession.
Rains pass
Quick.
out. Oh my goodness, to Rozelle.
Good move, instant spin move. He saved his life right then.
My goodness, Barry Rozelle with put the foot down, caught the ball. It was like a video game. He put triangle, square.
Some Tecmo Bowl
Yeah,
stuff.
he did something. They didn't have that on Tecmo Bowl.
No,
I promise you that. It was blip, blip, blip.
Yeah,
that was some
R trigger left joystick.
Yeah, that was some PlayStation 4 stuff. PlayStation 5.
4th and 3 at the Warrior 45. No doubt they're going to go for it. They don't want to go down. One more score will bring up the mercy rule here in the game. I don't know really what they're doing. Play clock's down to 8. Now here they come.
Surely they're not just trying to run. What are they doing?
They might be.
Are they going to let it run? They're going to take a delay of game. No
timeout. They're going to call a timeout. 6:34 left in the second. Let me get that timeout.
Timeout, EPC. Got a quick timeout. I want to thank our sponsors that helped us make it all the way through this season. We're really proud of everybody that's a part of the Go-Devil Network family, and especially tonight, we're proud of Brother John Woods and Brother John's Small Engine Repair. Brother John, the pastor of Red Springs Missionary Baptist Church, is our sponsor for Round 3's game tonight between Gurdon and EPC. If you guys have any trouble with, like I said before, a sick lawnmower, stuffed up weed eater, or any kind of small engine problems, give Brother John a call, and he'll help you out. Thank you, Brother John.
Jim, couple score updates. 24-16 Junction City over Poe, and 27-0 in the first. Obviously, they haven't updated that in a while. 27-0 Foreman at Fordyce over Foreman. Desark up 22-0. Prescott now, it looks like they're back to their regular ways. 24-8 over Melbourne in the second. Let me look for that Arkadelphia score. In the second, Shiloh Christian only up 14-0 over Malvern. That's a shocker. Where is Arkadelphia? Oh,
all right,
Warren,
here we go, James.
Warren up 14-7 over Arkadelphia in the second.
Oh, wow. Can't ever count the Lumberjacks out.
You can't count the Badgers out either. They mean business.
That might come down to the wire. 4th and 3. Speaking of wire, 4th and 3, Rains. Got a whole bunch of trips down here to the near side.
We're going to probably try to draw him off at first. No, he takes the snap, and it's a lob.
It up.
Oh,
it bounces off the face mask.
Face mask of Micah McKillian. Pass intended by Deuce Moore.
The referee threw his hat. That means the receiver stepped out of bounds. Am I correct?
That's exactly what it means. He fell down anyway, so turnover. That should be a turnover on downs. Go-Devils inside Warrior territory at the 45.
He put it right between Micah's eyes. Micah looked up and it bounced right off his face.
If he would have turned around, he'd have had that interception, but he didn't even know it was coming.
That's right.
So, 6:28, Go-Devils have the ball. 6:28 left in the second.
With tremendous field position.
Yeah, more stat killers. Speaking of stat killers, I need to see Cookie carry the ball a lot. He's got some yardage to get that.
He's got a little yardage.
He's got a little bit. Well, not running.
That's exactly right. He caught an 18-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, not running. no doubt. I know Coach Jackson right now. I figured out what he's doing. You know who we got next week?
Well, yeah.
And he's trying new things.
All right, we got a whistle. Probably going to be a delay of game.
No,
that's
not
delay of game.
What is that?
Yeah, he said delay of game.
Well, I've never seen somebody cross their chest like that on a delay of game
I
call.
mistakenly said delay of game, but then I don't know if another ref made the signal. Mr. Milton said delay of game. Anyway, 1st and 15. He's going to pass it out to Bratton. Oh, Bratton pushed off. Tried to make room.
And the ball went right between his hands. Brings up 2nd and 15 now.
We're going to switch all kinds of people out. Radford, Bell,
They're taking
Harper.
out the heavy and putting in the speed.
And I saw Haney go in. 2nd and 15. Got Dickerson.
Dickerson's going to probably go in motion on this play. This is their favorite formation. That's what
Here
happens.
he
Gives to
went.
Cookie.
Give to Cookie
over the left side.
and
He's
he
still
might
going.
be
Still going.
gone.
Got the first.
20.
And hit out of bounds about the 20.
20. Wait a minute.
They're at the 20.
He's going to give him further than that.
Well, there's
No,
one,
they're going to give
the
him
20.
They're going to give him the 20. I thought the referee was pointing. I thought the back judge or the referee was pointing to the side judge to move it down a little further. They're going to give him the 21.
You know, that kind of makes me nervous, that tackle right there. He went low for Cookie's feet. No doubt you don't want to see that number 3 laying on the field. That was kind of a dangerous tackle right there.
He ain't got many carries this evening, but when he did, it counted.
Same formation, same motion.
He's going to do it again.
Nope, he's going to play action.
Doke.
And he's got Bratton deep in the backfield, but and the pass hits Daniel Garcia's chest and bounces right out. He was open. Both players were open right there, but just couldn't come away with the reception, Jim. And that's been about the story all year. The wide open receivers, perfect throw, and an incomplete pass.
So brings up 2nd and 10 at the EPC 21-yard line. 6:06 remaining here in the second quarter. Slow-moving second quarter with both teams airing the ball out here. I think I see Harper, Bell,
back
and
in the wishbone
Haney.
now.
Bratton split wide to the far side. The give,
he's
going to
keep
it. And
he's
still
going, dancing back
still
and forth.
Dancing.
Still coming. He's coming
over
here
to the near side.
He's got the
To
first.
the 5.
He's got.
Puts his head down and in for the Go-Devil touchdown. DJ Anna shows complete athleticism. They had him locked down, James. They had him in handcuffs.
2 or 3 different times.
And we couldn't even see him. And he just pokes out like a bar of soap, pops out like a bar of soap around the near side and puts the head down. What an athlete that we have at quarterback.
5:53 left in the first half. Your Go-Devils are up 38-0. Daniel Garcia trying to make this 3 out of 5 attempts right here.
Kick is up.
And he's nope.
It's good.
No, yeah, that one's good. All right. Did I just give a point to them? No. Let's see.
No. If I'll start saying they'd let you know on the live chat, but we don't have a live chat.
Oh, but my phone will be blowing up.
You gave a point to the wrong person.
You better fix it.
5:53 remaining. So DJ Anna, they've spread the wealth around a little bit tonight. Rorick Anderson with 2 touchdowns.
I will say one of our main texters is upstairs running the camera now. So
well, if we're doing anything wrong, somebody else needs to pick up the slack because we got to know if we're doing anything wrong. I've gotten to where I watch the stream.
I just got a text. Adam is doing a wonderful job on the camera tonight. Thank you. That's what the text message said. So thanks, Adam.
He got paid off to say that.
Yeah.
There's the kick.
Oh, sky kick again. Fair catch called for right there.
At the 32.
Yeah, 32. 5:53. Warriors take over. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Let me look at more. 32-16 Junction City.
Give us a 4-die score, James.
It was 27-0 in the first. Now it's 27-0.
He's wanting to pass. Over the middle. That's Rozelle. Couldn't bring it in. That was Armando Harper, who had a bead on him anyway.
Second and 10 at the 34. 5:48 left in the first half.
Are you eating M&Ms?
I am. Can you tell?
James likes M&Ms.
I gotta eat something.
That is Peyton Eddings.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get his name right. Peyton Eddings split wide to the near side. Andrew Lung there sort of in the slot. They're going to spin Argo out here
it's gonna be a
too, but
design
Raines
run.
keeps it anyway.
Jalen Wells is on him. Armando Harper right there with him. Runs him out of
Yeah.
bounds.
You know the Bash brothers.
Yeah.
They can't, where one goeth, the other goeth.
They are the great young men, best friends away from the field, best friends on the field.
I hated to see the previous number 5 leave us last year, but I thought it was quite fitting that
Very.
that the second half of the Bash brothers just gets right in sequential order there, 4 and 5. For quite some time, those two were 40 and 24. Of course, 40 now, worn by the Punisher, Keenan Payton.
32-24. Poen just scored, so 32-24 Junction City.
My goodness, James, they got him in the backfield. Zamari Haney.
Zamari Haney
brings Gaines down. Wow.
What a play by the junior right there. You know, I was asked today, a guy that I know at 42 Sports, he messaged me and he said, does Zamari have any offers? Any colleges looking at him? I said, yeah, he's already got one offer, but he'll get more next year. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, he's only a junior. He said,
He's
what?
a what?
He's a what? I thought he was a senior. I said, no, sir. That man is a junior, and no doubt he's going to have some attention next year.
Well, speaking of offers, there's a man with quite a few back at the 39-yard line of
Sure
EPC,
enough,
38, 37-yard line to receive the punt, what we assume is going to be a punt.
8 offers to be exact.
Preston Raines.
Almost blocked, but a better
he got
punt
a
this
high
time.
kick. They're going to let it take it. It's going to take an EPC bounce.
You know, it's a good thing that
Batted
Micah McKillian Micah McKillian was looking this way, and the ball landed right behind him. 21, Austin Baker was right there waiting on it to touch him, but it
Rorick
didn't.
could smell the leather when it went by, though.
You know it.
He's
Last
gotten
4
close
games
on
in
a
a
couple.
row. We've had block punts in 4 games in a row now. So
Don't give him another 2 or 3 chances either.
Well, let's see. Hampton, Magnet, Poen, Mount Ida, and Cutter. 5 games in a row. We've had block punts in a row now. Coach Jackson says statistically 92% of the time, if you block a punt in a game, you win that game.
Look here.
Bratton split this side.
All right, we've
Wishbone.
sort of changed it up just a hair.
Yeah. He
And,
keeps it.
He's going to keep it. He's going to throw it out to –
Oh!
and Bell can't draw it in just off of the fingertips.
And to try to get rid of it real quick to avoid the lost yardage.
You got to hand it to him, though. Instead of just chunking it away, he actually had a target and almost hit him.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, they're trying to run a little bit of option. It looks like EPC has kind of snuffed all that out.
Okay, Bell over the near side, backs his way over the 45 out to the 46-yard line of EPC. I mean, of Gurdon, rather. Oh, they're going to give him the 40, just shy of the 45-yard line.
4 minutes left in the first half. Same formation. Bryce Bratton split out over this side.
Joshua Russell, appreciate you watching, buddy. The give to Cookie over the middle. He hopped over a guy and gets the beans towing in recovery. Gurdon Go-Devil first down. Right on top of the big, beautiful G and over into Warrior territory. As time continues to tick.
Jim, while they're marking off the new first down here, I want to give a shout out to a Mr. Greg Claiborne. He is enlisted. He's stationed out in Afghanistan. He watches religiously. He comments on everything that we do. He watches every Friday night. Greg, I want to say thank you for your service and thank you for watching.
They're going to give it to Chunky. Man.
That's Sam Bell for people that don't know who.
He was bottled up. He was bottled up, James, and just sort of kind of in cookie fashion, sort of just bounced it right just in the right spot.
Well, that's another one of them juniors. We'll have him back next year. Glad to have him back.
You talk about fired up to play for Gurdon.
That
kid is. He loves to wear that uniform.
Clock's running. Down inside 3 minutes now in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 34 of the Warriors. Give us to Sponge.
Give to Sponge, and he's hungry.
He bounces.
He's down to the 20.
And he's out of bounds.
He was looking for somebody to put a shoulder on. Did you see him square those shoulders up? He was looking for somebody to put the shoulder on.
I got another message. Center Point at halftime, 33-6 over Camden Harmony Grove. What?
Wait, what is the score there?
33-6 over Camden Harmony Grove. Center Point ahead.
Center Point sounds like the real deal.
I'm telling you, they've been one of my dark horses. I don't think they're a contender, but I think they're going to make it.
They started slow in the year.
They're going to end up next year with a next week.
Oh my goodness, are they going to give it to Sponge again?
Well, I can't see what's going on.
And nope, Anna keeps it. Falls in right behind Sponge. Sponge makes a little hole, and DJ gets down.
He's still going.
Into
He's
the
in.
end zone.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's in.
For the touchdown, Go-Devils. DJ Anna, his second touchdown of the night.
In a row.
Shows a little fight there at the end to get in for the Go-Devil touchdown.
Who?
Anna. Came up a little bit limpy right there, but I think he's all right.
He's a Go-Devil. He's fine.
We're probably getting down to the last time you'll see him for the evening.
Yeah, you won't see him again in the second half, I promise.
Jones to hold. Dickerson to snap. Garcia to kick.
Kick is up and good.
Nope.
Oh, no. Did it go down inside? Yes,
he made
did.
it.
A double hopper.
He plinkoed it.
It hit the second. It hit the right upright, bounced off of the bottom, and fell on the inside.
Played Connect 4 with it. Put it right down there in the middle.
So, 2:36 left in the first half. Your score, Gurdon Go-Devils 46, East Poinsett County Warriors nothing.
46-0. 2:36 remain in the first half. James?
Yes, sir.
Looks like we're going to have one of our famous, as we've made famous this year, 24-minute second halves.
Yes.
If you got anything to say, you better say it auctioneer style because it's going to go fast, fast, fast.
Out of 10 games, we've only had 2 games.
Kaylee's already packing up. Quit that, Kaylee.
Oh, kick is deep. Brought in at the 10 again by Deuce Moore.
Straight up the middle.
And he's brought down
Who's
Jalen
Jalen Wells.
Of course.
I mean, you should have just gone on and said Jalen Wells.
We can fix this clock again. I'm sorry. Every time I get out of the app, then somebody else messages me or whatever.
No.
I'll just look for scores at halftime.
All right, James, looky here. We got some of the future out there, like we like to call
Yeah,
them.
we do.
Quite a bit of them.
I hear the chairs upstairs.
I believe the brain trust upstairs is packing up.
Pinky and the
believe.
brain. It sounds like they're about to be coming down.
They'll walk by this window here in just a moment.
7, C.J.
I
Dickerson
see.
over
Look
here.
at Zach Walker in those gold cleats.
We got 2 gold cleats out there. Safety and
Zamari. Oh, that's Cavante. Reigns.
Give us to.
Ooh, and he's hit by
Argo,
Josh Taylor.
Woo! Love it. Love seeing that.
I'm here to tell you, James, I don't know if you were here during the Aaron Taylor years.
No.
That looked like Aaron Taylor.
Well, the young man ain't scared. I can promise you that.
I mean, as low as he could possibly get and introduced himself
Well, the lower man wins the battle
to an
every time
EPC
in
Warrior.
football.
I'm talking about stopped him on a dime.
Zamari Haney comes out. Number 44, Gunnar Gibson comes in. Oh, Carl, they like to call him here in Gurdon.
Carl going to get his name called a lot in
That's
the next few
$5.
years. Let's see what they got this time. Raines looks to pass. He's going to give it out to Deuce Moore. And Deuce Moore wrapped up by Dickerson. Pushed out of bounds by Bratton. Good
minute
job,
32.
Fellas. I don't believe they moved the chains, but they came real close to it.
He was stepped out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Good job, these guys. Flying to the football. See Matthias Solis down here.
I love seeing that young man play.
The kid gives 100% in everything he does. I promise you that.
Could you imagine a man like him being about 6'6", 300 pounds?
Oh, you would not be able to contain him.
Not at all.
So he's got Eddings down here, but the
give us to Argo.
Argo slips through a man, and Matthias Solis
by the
man.
Hit. Flag on the play from the back judge, but if the play stands, it's a 4-yard loss, 5-yard possibly, about a 4.
You think it's going to be a hold? Hold.
It is a hold.
Against the Warriors.
Coach Jackson says, yes, mark them off. That brings back 10. It's a spot foul also.
I mean, who was that was carrying the ball? Argo?
That was Argo.
So Argo meets Matthias Solis head on, bounces off of Matthias backwards right into Giovanni Cruz.
And did you see who fell on top of him?
I thought that was Cruz that fell on.
But who was right behind him?
Oh.
Big Reese.
Oh, Reese.
No, he was probably running for his life right then.
Well.
Minute 18 left in the first half. Connection lost. Here we go.
They'll move him back. Cavante shouting out a little instruction from back there to his safety spot. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh,
CJ tried to jump
right
that.
there.
More breaking tackles.
Going.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I thought he was down for about a 7-yard loss, and he turned it into about a 10-yard gain.
CJ hanging on for dear life. Moore gets free.
Moore right there proving why he is the all-state receiver.
I think every defender got a hand on him.
Yeah, I think every purple jersey was on him.
Now, how come Cavante is wearing the gloves that match Daniel's cleats?
He did that at Cutter. Remember, he waved out to the defense as he was
he was coming around the near side?
Yeah, on that 50-yard reverse play that he made.
So 4th and 7, and, of course, the Warriors are going to go for it. Raines. Nope, he's going to pooch it. They almost got a little piece of it. Let's see how it bounces here.
Deep.
Lands at 35, takes a Warrior
deep.
bounce down to the 25. Right at the 25. With 54 seconds remaining in the first half, the Go-Devils will move out, and let's see what we get on offense here.
Well, we see Andrew Jones. That's going to be the futures coming out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see. Well, no, I see.
Coach Jackson's just motioning them. Y'all just go on
just
out
go.
there.
Just go.
Just go. I see number 55, Kane Calley.
That's right. Francisco Alba, number 70.
Number 6,
Markel is out there to hold it down. You see, you get a couple seniors there to sort of hold that line
Cruz,
together.
Ernesto Juarez.
Now, wait a minute. Is Markel going to –
I don't know what
let's see who they put at center. Do they put Cruz at center?
Looks like they got Markel.
Hang on.
Nope, that's Cruz at center. No, Alba, number 70. Francisco Alba is the center.
Is center. Oh, he'll snap to Jones.
Jones
is going to give to Gunner, and he's going to get a couple. Brought down by Barry Rozelle, among others. Bring up 2nd down and about 7. 39 seconds remaining. There's a little bit of difference here. Well, actually, play clock, well.
They don't really have to run another play. The game clock is 2 seconds faster than the game clock. They could actually just let this one play out. There goes Pinky. Where's the brain? I hear him coming down the steps, though. They're just going to let this half run out right here, Jim.
They really are. So that's going to bring you to halftime.
You didn't hear me.
That's going to bring – he's still got a headset on. That's going to bring you to halftime. Adam's trying to get you a shot of the scoreboard. There you go, Adam. Good job. 46-0. Halftime here at Cave Field at Go-Devil Stadium. James,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna see if if I still got my credentials to sneak in the back of the concession stand.
That's a good idea.
I might. So we'll be right back with you here. They'll set the clock here. I'm not sure if we're going to have a 15-minute, probably about a 15-minute halftime. And we'll be back with the second half. Round 3, Gurdon versus EPC. All right. We are back with a minute and 31 remaining here at halftime. They may add a little time to the clock, not really sure. Once again, I want to thank all of our sponsors as well as Brother John Woods at Brother John Small Engine Repair. Brother John, pastor of Red Springs Missionary Baptist Church, so generously sponsoring the airing of this round 3 matchup between your Gurdon Go-Devils and the EPC Warriors here at Cave Field at Go-Devil Stadium. Brother John, we appreciate you. Thank you for helping out the Go-Devil Network. The Go-Devils, as you can see, have returned to the playing field, doing their pre-second half stretch. I await. Now we're down to 39 seconds, halftime. I await my partner's return. We hope here at the Go-Devil Network that you all had a wonderful, wonderful Turkey Day. Safe travels to and from, and had safe travels to and from wherever it was or is that you celebrated Thanksgiving. Here comes my partner making his way back. He's going to get back right as the clock strikes 0, I think. EPC runs out on the field, and the Go-Devils are going to take the sidelines, and I believe we're going to get right back underway here. And the mercy clock should be in effect. James gets back, as usual, right as the clock strikes 0.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, Adam, Kaylee's bringing your stuff.
All right. So they did add 2 minutes and 43 seconds, or 2:45 or so.
Huh?
They're going to give a little extra time here
Oh, you already took it up there? Okay.
before we get the third quarter underway.
Third quarter scores, Desark 30, Bigelow 14, 7:26 left in the third. Junction City 40, Poland 24. At halftime, Center Point over Sick Camden Harmony Grove 33-6. In the third, Glen Rose 14, Charleston 7. Melbourne trailing Prescott at halftime 38-8 now.
There you go. Prescott finally turned it on.
Yeah, they turned it on. 27-0 still is the Fordyce score in the first. It hasn't been updated since.
We're going to jump right into it. Clock sits at 12 minutes. James, I believe we will have a running clock here.
It will be Mercy
in the
Road.
second half.
This will be a 24-minute second half.
Of course, EPC received the opening kick of the game, so Gurdon in turn will receive the opening kick here. The second half, Dickerson, C.J. Dickerson, number 7, number 3, Jamison Threadgill, back just inside their own 20, respectively, to receive the Warrior kick. They tried a little, not really a sky kick, but he kicked it right out of bounds at the 40.
Cross it in the third quarter, 21-20 over Monticello. I picked that to be a Mercy Road
Oh,
game.
wow.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
I'm not sure. Nashville up 27-0. Dumas up over Gosnell 21-16.
James, we're going to need a roster.
Oh,
I'm running out of, I know LeBraylon Washington, number 88.
Yeah.
28.
Yep. I want to say 28 is that
Barry.
Jaden Barry?
Jones under center. Give to Barry. Got about a yard. Maybe 2.
Oh, wait, we need a clock, don't we? Jaden Collins, not Jaden Barry. I need to reconnect. I went too far away. the barcode.
We'll find it in a minute.
Give us to number 80, brought down by Deuce
Woo!
Moore in the backfield.
That's going to be a flag, James.
That is a flag. Horse collar.
$80 is Jaden Berry, James.
I guess there wasn't a flag on the play.
Okay, so 28. Let me go back and correct us. 28 Sheldon Smith.
Yeah.
So 80 is Jaden Berry.
I guess there wasn't a flag on the play. They brought it back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. Oh, clock is rolling now. I got it. There we go.
Jones wants
He's
to
rolling
pass,
out.
James. He's got LeBraylon Washington wide open.
I don't know who he was
He's
throwing
trying
it
to
to
throw
on
it to
that one.
Evan Dickerson down here on the near side.
You saw it, though. LeBraylon Washington over
LeBraylon.
the top was wide open. Bringing up 4th and 10. Go-Devils going to punt on this one, no doubt.
Zamari Haney goes out to.
Oh, the clock's. Why am I even stopping the clock? We got a mercy rule. That should be making it easier on me.
Zamari Haney goes out to handle the punt duties for the Go-Devils. See Barry running off, number 80. That's Dickerson to snap. Evan sends the ball to Haney. Haney gets
Good,
a good
beautiful punt.
My goodness, will drop at the 21.
Moore's going to grab it. He's going to return it.
Oh, he sidesteps a man.
Bringing it out back across the 40, about to the 41.
Tripped up by Micah McKillian.
About 25 yards on the return. Deuce Moore, what a name! That's a
I
cool
tell
name,
you what,
isn't it?
man, they got some football names at EPC.
They do. Preston Raines just sounds like a
Preston
Sunday.
Raines.
That sounds like a Saturday or Sunday name,
It
don't
sure does, man. Sounds like Arch Manning.
it?
Here we go, the future, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking to see who is that.
Handled
Number
their
33.
business.
Who's number?
33 is Zach Walker.
Zach Walker. Okay, yeah. Micah McKillian out here. That's my man right there. I love watching him play.
Low
go
snap.
number 2. Who is
Zach Walker in
number
on the
2?
tackle.
Andrew Long on the carry, about 7 yards.
Brought down by Walker and another Go-Devil to remain unnamed. The last 2 or 3 times I've seen Micah make a play, Micah's got a cleat issue. He keeps trying to get his cleat fixed. He runs off.
2nd and 3 for the Warriors.
Let's see here. Low snap again.
Pitch out to Argo. Should be a block in the back, right? And they got it right there, too.
It
Micah-
is going to be a block in the back.
Matthias Solis was going in, number 3, Peyton Eddings right there, and he pushed him down from behind and just kept on and kept on. So they eventually just got it, and that's the initial call from the side judge.
Referee's going to talk about it. They got a block in the back.
Number 3, he's shaking his head like, no, 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 but we saw it up here too, young man.
Yep.
I kind of like those uniforms EPC has, that solid white with the black and red. Those
Well, you
always
see the
look-
numbers.
Those always look good together. Black and red does. I like that. I can't really tell what's on the side of their helmet. No doubt, probably a
That
Warrior.
is that's
Is
the
the
warrior head
Warrior.
that you had in the YouTube thumbnail for the live stream.
But it's only on one side.
and there's no red in it. I think it's all black.
all black. But it's not. It's only on one side. If you notice, it's not on the left side, but it is on the right of everybody.
Looks like something really faint on the left side. Maybe that's just a scratch on his helmet.
Well, everybody's got the same scratch, I guess, because I see it now.
Adam's going to zoom in. We're going to look. Those are their numbers.
Is
They're a gray outline of their numbers
Oh, okay. Thanks, Adam.
on the left side. Rains takes the
Give it
snap.
to Argo.
Argo's brought down by
Gunner
Carl.
Gibson.
Yeah,
is
Carl.
not letting go. Got him at the waist and just drugged and just held
My
on.
goodness, latched on like a pit bull.
Good job right there, Carl. Francisco Alba checks in. Giovanni Cruz comes out. Zach Walker comes out. Cameron Dickerson. I mean, not Cameron Dickerson.
Evan
Evan
Dickerson.
Dickerson. Cameron Dickerson. He's probably going to hear that one later.
Yeah. Cameron's out there? My goodness.
Well.
We swapped everybody out.
Pitch out to Roselle.
Matthias tried to get a hand on him.
28.
No,
Sheldon
that was Josh
Smith.
Taylor. Got slowed him up a little bit.
Sheldon Smith, the freshman, brings him down about the 30 or 29-yard line of the Go-Devils.
How about those freshmen?
5:20 and counting, tick-tock. And it's the normal second half tradition for us this year. No doubt it's not going to be like that next week.
No.
No. I can't wait to start talking about that game.
Well, you got about 17 minutes.
We do. Give us to Long on the carry. He was grabbed initially by the jersey. Who is that? Number 7, C.J. Dickerson. Kyle Radford gets up limping. He's coming out. I don't know who they're going to send in for him. Probably Giovanni Cruz. No, number 66. That's a freshman, I know. I just don't know exactly.
Hang on, I got it right here. Jaden Pate. Jaden Pate.
Poen is rallying. They have brought it back within 10, down 40-30.
That's gonna come down to the wire.
It is the way it's
Raines
looking.
passes.
Oh,
out.
look at that play by Matthias Solis.
Yes, Matthias
Oh,
Solis.
I love it.
Oh my goodness
man.
gracious alive!
Sniffed it out from the beginning. And he helps him up too. What?
Josh Taylor helped him up.
I'm sorry that Matthias Solis, was he even there? I
Camden Argo, meet.
look at the replay on this.
Nope, it's already past it.
Well, it's right there. Matthias Solis is right there.
Yep.
Yeah, they're tapping him on the helmet.
Oh yeah, he made the initial hit. He sure did.
He sniffed that
So
out.
Camden Argo, meet our mellophone player.
Meet the band player.
That's right. You just got tackled by a band kid.
I bet he owns that one proud too.
Oh yeah.
Here comes the jet sweep right here. No, that's the round pass
Fake
option.
it to Argo.
Oh,
Raines.
and is that Gunnar Gibson in the
Gibson
backfield?
again, and let's see who gets up right there.
Josh
Taylor.
And Josh Taylor's limping on that left knee or left leg.
So that was Gunnar and Josh on the tackle, and Reese with a little bit of cleanup work.
They're going to bring Josh Taylor out.
Good. Let's get him out. Let him rest that knee a little bit.
Coach Halliday
Hang on.
going over to check on him.
65 is Josh Juarez,
That's another freshman.
brother
Reigns back
to
pass.
Ernesto
Are they going to
Juarez.
call holding right there? Nope, they're not going
He's
to call
going
him.
to fling it.
Gain or
And it's
Argo.
gonna
Oh,
be
and it's incomplete.
incomplete to Argo at the
And
2
that
yard
was
line.
fourth down. The Futures have held the EPC Warriors
Wow.
to a turnover on downs.
I tell you what,
I'm
James,
telling you, I feel good about this future.
I
now.
love that.
I feel good. You know, the first of the season, me and you talked about how bad we were going to fall off next year, losing all these seniors. But I'm telling you,
That
I'm
goes
confident.
to show you.
I'm very
They just
confident.
held some conference champions to a 4 and out.
I am very confident of our future over the weeks of watching the whole second half.
Now we're going to see the future move the football.
Unbalanced on this side. No, we got LeBraylon Washington split out to the near side, covering up a tight end. But it's a pitch out to number 7, CJ, and he's going around the outside. He's got the first down, and they're going to blow the whistle, blow him dead right about the 46-yard line.
My goodness.
But he got the first on the pitch out.
You get number 7, you get 107%.
Absolutely. I talked to his dad, Cameron Dickerson, out at the halftime a while ago, and he was just pumped up about his son's, that play over here in the first half where he got pushed out at the 4. He just knew he was going to score. But I just told him wait till the second half because he's going to show out. It's what he usually does.
How about that? The future with the Beans tone and recovery. Gurdon Go-Devils first down. Give to
Gives to
Gibson.
Gunner.
Right over the middle.
And he's
gonna
still
break
going.
a tackle.
He's got about 4 yards.
Dragging players down across into EPC territory.
And he gets 5 on first down to right at almost a minute left.
Man, I want to see these guys score.
I do too. Right at a minute left in the third quarter. Bigelow making a comeback now. 38-22 is the score there at Desart. Andrew Jones under center.
Toss
Pitches
out
it
to
out to
McKillian,
McKillian.
and he's got wheels, y'all. Around the left
Oh, and he
side.
got the
Oh, just shoestring tackle.
That's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter right there. 1st and 10, Go-Devils at the Warrior 42.
Beans towing in recovery.
Absolutely.
Gurdon Go-Devil first down. The crowd lets them hear it as well.
Yeah.
Micah McKillian got a burst. That kid has a burst.
Jim, what's coming? The boom.
I think the boom is coming.
The boom is coming.
Here it comes.
Both teams make their way to the sidelines.
Let me turn this up. Listen to those cowbells. Coach Hatley getting ready on the sideline. Boom! There it is. Coach Brandon Hatley and his patented boom to welcome the fourth quarter here. Your Go-Devils lead 46-0 still over the EPC Warriors. Gurdon moving the ball, James. The future moving the ball on down the field.
Yeah, I'm thinking my score prediction was wrong on the Heath Griffin post earlier today. I was wanting one of them T-shirts. I don't think I'm going to get it, though.
My score is way off.
Mine was 62-13.
Some stuff going to happen for that to happen.
Well, mine could still happen. I don't think it's going to.
Mine could still happen, but EPC going to have to score a little bit.
Well, it ain't happening so far. 12 minutes left in this quarterfinal game. 12 minutes away from Gurdon, your Go-Devils going into the semifinals here at home for the 6th time in school history. Is that Austin playing?
That is my son playing. They brought
I
the
knew it would be.
They brought the whole trap set down here. He's got a whole floor kit down there, and my son and 7 other band seniors.
Give us to Sheldon Smith on the counter play. He gets about 6, maybe 7 on
Braylon
first
Washington
down.
helping him in the little drive and on down through there.
Well, they're only going. They should have gave him forward progress to about the 36, but they didn't. They brought it back to about the 38.
James, they continue to move the ball on each first down, making it easy on themselves.
Well, I'm looking out there. I see a lot of clean jerseys too on the defensive side too. So a lot of that looks like the futures for EPC on the defensive line there for sure. I know they're not going to bring senior Preston Raines out of the game or Deuce Moore. This is their last high school football game. No doubt probably both of those will be playing on Saturday next year, though.
All right. Let's see who the give's going to be, too.
Oh,
no, Jones wants to throw to Evan Dickerson.
Oh!
Haul it in at the 25-yard line.
Well, I need to.
Just right off the hands of Evan Dickerson. That clock continues to run, 10:53. Brings up 3rd and 6, James, at the Warrior 38-yard line.
If he would have just had that pass down just a little bit.
He put some touch on it. He just had it just a little high.
I'm laughing at Armando Harper down there on the sideline.
That's right.
Oh,
give up the middle.
Who is that, McKillian?
That's McKillian or Bell.
And that's a first down.
Hold up. That is
Juarez's helmet come off.
McKillian. So Micah McKillian with the Beans towing and recovery. Gurdon Go-Devil first down. McKillian racking up some carries here in the second half.
Josh Taylor checking back in. Evidently the left knee is feeling a little bit better.
Let's go back to my. Okay, Juarez comes off.
Yeah, his helmet came off right there at the end of the play, so he had to come out for a play.
Got to sit out a play.
Josh Taylor goes in to sub in for him. I don't know if they'll swap him back out after this.
Well, they're quick to the line here. Barry, McKillian, and
Evan Dickerson split out to the outside.
Gibson in the backfield.
Oh, and he keeps
no,
it.
Jones keeps it.
And he should have pitched that one.
He got down to the 19.
He should have pitched that one. McKillian was out there in pitchman land with nobody on him.
Clock continues to run.
2nd and 9.
James, even if they don't get a first down here, they're going to eat a whole bunch of this clock.
They are. They've ate up about 4 minutes already.
Because they are letting, well, I don't know if they're so much letting
Well,
the
they're
play
not in
clock,
any kind of a hurry.
and they're not in any hurry, but they're
And
not.
that's Matthias Solis at fullback. I think it is.
Honestly,
It is.
No.
And he got the ball. Is that Matthias Solis? He's getting up.
Let him get up. No,
No, that's 86. Who is that?
that is Dane
That's
Hughes.
Dane. Okay, yeah.
Dane Hughes with the carry.
3rd and 5 now
Down to the 25-yard line
For
of
the-
EPC.
for the Go-Devils. Josh Taylor checks back out. Juarez went back in.
We've not called Dane's name in a few games. He caught a pass that was called back on a penalty, I believe, against Mount Ida. Evan Dickerson.
I look for Jim. I'm just me thinking. I'm looking for a play-action pass on this play. This is 4-down territory. Even if we don't make it, well,
Bobbled snap.
bobble snap.
Yep.
Looks like he snapped a little too soon. Andrew Jones said, "Whoop! I got a ball.
I got to do something with this.
Yeah, I got to run."
He got a few yards
He
there,
did.
but
Now, like I said, 4-down territory. Now it's 4th and about 4. He got a yard off the play.
that could have went the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And he
Coach Fortner calling the plays. Coach Jackson just sitting on the sideline, letting the clock run. Go Devil greatness down there on the sideline, Mr. Jackie Harville. I love seeing him. come to
wow,
support
we
this
hadn't said
team.
anything about him tonight. I tell you what. Good to have Jackie here in the G. I said something to him, saw him before the game over there in the field house. Always good to see that face here.
Pitch out to Micah McKillian. He's got the outside
Makes
edge.
a man miss.
He's going
10.
He's out of
Nope.
he's brought down at about they're going to give him the 8, but I think he was down around the 6.
James, first down, fourth down conversion.
Beans towing and recovery first down brings up a 1st and goal from the Warrior 8.
The future converts a fourth down to bring up a first
to
and
be
goal.
honest with you, I would just go the same play to the opposite side here because they're not stopping the outside edge. I'd flip the play and do the same thing. I see number 7, C.J. Dickerson's on the sideline over here, but
We got some speed. Cody Wright in. You're going to have Cody Wright at fullback.
Sheldon Smith and
Micah McKillian.
Micah McKillian behind him.
Cody Wright up the middle. I don't think he got any.
On the
no
play.
gain. He's 2nd and goal from the 8.
Coach Jackson don't care if they score or not. Probably he would prefer it if they didn't. It's just the sportsmanship that he is. But a shutout of 53-0 would be pretty nice to see.
Still a half a quarter remaining, just passing 6 minutes to go.
Adam said he lost us. I don't know what that means.
Hello. We're here.
Well,
I don't know what happened.
Is his headphone turned up?
Yep. Tell him I don't know what. Everybody at home's hearing us. Upstairs is not hearing us.
48-30, Junction City.
Well, James, they didn't quite get there.
Did they not?
Down to the 2.
Man, I was.
No, down to the 1. So you're going to have a 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. We'll figure out the Adams situation. Somebody might have stepped on a cord up there. They're talking it over. Let's see who we've got behind. Let's make a hole. Cody Wright. I'm not seeing who else is down
looking
there.
for a
quarterback keeper.
Nope.
Nope.
Pitch out to Sheldon Smith, and he's going to get
in for the Go-Devil touchdown.
Oh, and he is in for the futures. Our future Go-Devils score with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left. Markel Pollins now kicking the extra point. It's up and good, landing over there and about the concession stand. Let me update the score here now. I was trying to. So 53-0 right now with 3 minutes left in your game. Jim, how nice would it be to hold that goose egg on the board?
Well, you got 2 minutes and 57 seconds, and the future, like we like to call him, has done very, very well.
Very well.
This second half, they can just hold it for another possession here, another couple downs, 2 or 3, keep them. Well, even if they get a first down, it's still going to put them pretty close to securing. Hollins got his gloves attached to his face mask. He's going to do the kickoff. Deep kick going to be brought in by, is that Deuce Moore?
That is Deuce Moore.
No, and he was laid into by Giovanni Cruz.
Giovanni Cruz slow to get up. He hit him pretty good on his shoulder right then.
That was a pretty good hit.
Yeah, he's not moving. It looks like his shoulder's kind of dead right now. Yeah, I know.
Wait, it's back. We're back. All right, we're good.
All right. Sorry, folks. Some reason the internet acted up. Y'all did miss a one-play drive score from EPC. So they scored. That two-point conversion was no good. We're probably not even going to get a kickoff here. We got 30 seconds left in the game. So that's going to end up being your final is 53-6. If I can connect.
Just do it manually.
Well, I'm good now. Well.
Nope, top one.
So.
All right, there it is. There's your final. We had a little blip there at the end. We got it right back, but didn't miss a whole bunch. That's the final score here of Cabeville at Go-Devil Stadium. 53-6, your Go-Devils are victorious over the Warriors of EPC as they shake hands at midfield or high five at midfield. James, there's a lot of seniors tonight wearing white that played their last game.
Thanks, Mr. Jerry. So, I know what both sides of these teams are feeling right now. Truly, when you're walking through, shaking those hands, you legit feel humble. You're excited. You want to just let out and scream right now. But look, you got respect for this team that just played their heart out and played. Some of these players played their very last game. Now you get through this line of shaking hands, and now it's time to celebrate. And that's exactly what they are doing now.
That's right.
They held up the helmets. The band plays the alma mater. The cheerleaders sway side to side and sing. And that's Go-Devil tradition. And Go-Devils of Gurdon are headed to the semifinals. Jim?
For the 4th time in
I
school history.
Yes, actually.
Yep.
And I can start talking about it now. Next week, 7 days from right now, your Gurdon Go-Devils will host the number 1 team in the state,
That's right.
defending champions, Fordyce Redbugs. Jim, since before the season started, this has been a game that everybody has wanted all over the state. A lot of people have even said since the bracket came out, even though this is going to be a semifinal game, a lot of people have dubbed this next game being the state championship. Evidently, no, it's not the state championship. You know, we still have to play in the Rock for that. But team-wise and competition-wise, people are deeming this one the state championship. As you look over there, you see EPC. They're praying. My hat goes off to them. What a awesome effort they put into it. They were just outmatched from the beginning. It was kind of expected. I hope they have a safe trip home.
Exactly.
Prayers.
It's going to be about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning before they get back to Lepanto.
Absolutely. Yeah, about a 3-hour and 50-minute drive for the Warriors to head back. You know, I always just got in Mom's car and went to sleep in the back seat.
Some of those guys may do that very thing.
I dang sure would.
But I don't believe all of them had moms and dads here. But
No, not many people over there, but it was a long drive, and no doubt. And if some of the EPC fans are watching on the stream right now, you know, congrats on your conference championship and a great season. And I know it was a fun season for y'all, and I hope everybody makes it home safely.
exactly. Safe travels. You got nothing to hold your head down about if you're an EPC Warrior. EPC always in the mix. EPC will be back in the mix next year just as they were this year, I'm sure. EPC, you always hear EPC late in the year and early in the playoffs on to the quarterfinals. But, James, next week, the team that plays from Bear Bryant Stadium in the stadium named after one of the greatest coaches in high school and on the collegiate level, Paul Bear Bryant, who hails from Fordyce, Arkansas. That stadium named after them. The team that roams that stadium will bring their people and fill the cave next Friday night.
No doubt they will. They will probably fill up their side. I think Gurdon has an allotment of 500. Fordyce will have an allotment of 200. Not a single doubt in my mind they probably sell every one of those tickets on Tuesday.
James, I told somebody earlier, you know, they asked me about that. Who would we, if we win this game, who do we play? You know, well, they have to win theirs, but we could possibly play Fordyce. Look, Fordyce versus Gurdon at Gurdon, semifinal game, December the 4th, 2020, could possibly be one of the biggest, if not the biggest game at Gurdon High School, maybe ever.
It's close.
At Gurdon.
I don't know of any other game that could compare to it.
I don't know the semifinal history. I don't know if either of the previous semifinals. Of course, last year's semifinal game was at Junction. There were 2 semifinal games prior to that. I don't know if they were here or away. The ones that we played in 87, 88.
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
I think both of them might have been away.
I'm not real sure.
This might be the first semifinal game.
It might be the very first semifinal game Gurdon's ever hosted.
But I tell you what, if you want to talk about just some of the top players in this state, all classifications included, they will be on this field next week.
They really will. You know, Fordyce is going to be bringing in about 5 D1 prospects. Jaquez Cross, everybody knows who he is, number 2 for Fordyce. He was your Kevin Payne Award winner for 42 Sports this year. He's the leader in the state well, I'm going to clear this up. I don't think he's the leader in the state in interceptions. He has 7, and there's a kid from Mount Ida that has 8, but Mount Ida does not report their stats. So I'm going to say he's second in the state to interceptions. He's first in the state to scoring. But, Jim, I'm going to tell you about that, too, as well. Before tonight, I don't know what he scored tonight. Before tonight, he had 164 points scored, which led the state in all classifications as far as max prep's concerned.
Yeah.
Cookie is number 6 on that list with 154 points, playing 2 less games. So, there's a little bit of, I don't know. Yeah, at the end of the day, he's still leading, but they've played 2 more games than us. Also, he's leading the state in touchdowns, and I think he has 27 touchdowns. Cookie has 25. There again, 2 more games played than Gurdon. So a lot of evenly matched positions next week. They've got a great all-state quarterback, Jaheim Brown. He's a very good dual-threat quarterback. They've got a great, fantastic running back, and he will punish you up the middle, Trey Merritt. They've got a couple of great offensive linemen. I think they're average about 6'2", 305 across the front of the offensive line. And there's only 2 of those are seniors. So no doubt, Jim, very talented, athletic, big, and fast team coming in here next week. Like I say,
let the smack talk begin.
It's about to start.
It's probably already started.
I bet it's on Fearless before I get home.
And I'm telling you what, there are people from towns that don't even involve Fordyce and Gurdon that have been
Absolutely.
so looking forward to
Absolutely.
this game.
This
is the game Fordyce wanted last year.
It is. It is. They wanted us last year. And due to our own accord, we didn't make it. I think we should have beat Junction City, and it didn't happen. So anyway, few score updates. Right now, Junction City's up in the 4th, 48-38. I just got a text saying Poen was driving, then fumbled the ball. JC recovered.
Late 4th.
Third quarter, Fordyce up 40-0. No doubt that's probably in the mercy rule and probably close to being over right now. 38-22, Desark over Bigelow. In the 4th, 27-14, Warren over Arkadelphia. Glen Rose up 21-14. Hoxie up over Newport, 28-8. The Prescott game must be over. Yes, 52-16 is the final in that one. Centerpoint big over CHG, 47-22. If the Glen Rose score holds, that's setting up a rematch in Glen Rose next weekend for the quarterfinals of the 3A. They played in Glen Rose in about week 8, week 7, and Glen Rose beat Centerpoint 7-6. So
I think they're going to be playing a different Centerpoint.
They're playing a different Centerpoint.
Did Glen Rose have players out during that game, or was that okay?
No,
that was
a legit
strength.
game. So no doubt Centerpoint's been hungry for that matchup. They get to go back to Glen Rose this time in the playoffs. So hats off to them. Congrats to Garrett Alexander on y'all's season. Boonville over Osceola 10-7. I expected that one to be a blowout, but it wasn't. Bryant over 7A Conway 56-14 in the semifinals. Let me see. Looks like they might be playing North Little Rock next week. Right now in the fourth quarter, North Little Rock over Cabot 35-28. Setting up a championship in the Rock, North Little Rock. Bryant. Greenwood over Marion. Lake Hamilton over Sylvan Hills so far in the 4th. Harrison over Whitehall in the 4th by 3 points. Pulaski Academy. Jim, we've talked about Magnolia all year. Magnolia was our scrimmage game. 5A opponent. Was beating them 28-7 at halftime. And that was all starters played against each other. We were beating them 28-7. They're in the semifinals of
the 5A.
The 5A. And, I mean, they're going down right now to Pulaski Academy. They're down 53-15 in the 3rd, but who don't go down to Pulaski Academy?
Yeah.
So, hats off to them on the great season. A lot of people know that's Coach Mark King, the same coach that took Foreman to the state championship a few years ago. That is him. and what a good job he's done to turn that Magnolia team around. Cross it 28-20 in the fourth. I did pick the mercy rule on that one. I'm going to have to eat my words on that one Tuesday on the 42 Sports Show. Rivercrest over Prairie Grove, 48-23. Shiloh Christian over Malvern only by 21 points, 21-0. Warren now 35-14 over Arkadelphia. McGee over Lincoln 28-7. Paris over Greenland 28-12 in the fourth. Fordyce 40-0. I've already went over that. And we've got a final. Desart 38. Bigelow 22. They will host. Looks like if the score in Poen holds up, Jim, they're fixing to get their redemption. So many years in the past, Desart has gone down to Junction City and gotten beat. Now they're fixing to have Junction City in the nest.
You say they're going to get redemption, but I'm here on this side of the press box telling you to never count out the Junction City Dragons.
Oh, but hold on now. Just 2 weeks ago, you counted Junction City out against McCrory.
But look, I still say, after last week,
Oh,
but then they went to McCrory and made me eat my words. 4 touchdowns in 13 minutes.
Absolutely.
And shut McCrory out in the fourth quarter.
That did shock everybody.
So, that makes me revert back to never count out the boys from the Muse.
Coach Jackson said it himself the other day. It's Junction City in November.
Yeah.
They could lose every single game in the regular season, get in the playoffs, and bam, Junction City.
They turn that switch.
They turn it up and they
so
play.
So they'll carry that switch, whatever it is that they can turn, they'll carry that to Desart.
Absolutely.
Next Friday night, and it's going to be a cold one.
Poen has scored again, 48-38 now is the score. Still keeping it within 10, but this is the playoffs.
Ticking away.
You got to be at the top. You got to be on top at the end of the time if you want to play next week, and it's not looking like it. This is twice in a row that Junction City has scored close to 50 on the road. So no doubt they'll probably be on the road again next week. Jim, one last thought I want to give you, and then I'm going to hand it back to you. I think Gurdon answered the question of will they come out and play flat.
They played the complete antithesis of flat.
They did. The exact opposite.
But threw us a curveball. Now they threw us a curveball with no Cookie, no Anna, no right there at the beginning of that first series.
Well, I heard a birdie told me down there in the cool folks section at halftime, Anna was late to the field house.
Oh,
so he didn't get the start.
I got you.
So it is what it is, Coach Jackson. I don't care what your name is. He is not going to tolerate it, and he's going to assert his discipline towards you. But, I'm okay with what happened tonight. They come out. I think from the beginning, Coach Jackson was trying new things. He did that a lot tonight. He probably knew he could go out there and just run Cookie in the wishbone and score a bunch of points. But if Fordyce shuts that down, what else do we do if we ain't practice nothing? So, anyway, I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Fortner's coming up here to do some things, and if we don't hurry up, they're probably going to turn the lights out on us because the party's over. But, James, about just shy of 7 days from now, the party will begin.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what.
6 days and 23 hours.
This is going to be the longest 6 days that you've experienced in the past 10 years.
They're going to end up kicking me off of Fearless, I know.
It's a good thing that I had to go to work Monday through Thursday, and let's just hope I don't get fired for standing around zoned out, worried about Fordyce and Gurdon.
I'm going to be sending you screenshot after screenshot. Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
It is what it is, but all the talking that we do next week, all the talking that might have been done behind closed doors up until now, ends at 7 p.m. next Friday night.
It does, and I've already told you, I've kind of just let it be to where I'm just going to let this team do the talking.
That's right. Let them do the talking.
That's what they do.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
There's a couple of them that try to get under my skin, and they have a very good way of doing it. But I'm going to try my best to just leave it be, let the team talk, and we'll talk about it after the game.
That's right. So, if you don't have anything else, I want to thank all of our sponsors for supporting us throughout the year. I want to thank Brother John Woods one more time from Red Springs Missionary Baptist Church. Brother John Woods and Brother John Small Engine Repair for helping us bring the third round into your living rooms and onto your phones and mobile devices tonight. But once again, we've said it before and we'll say it again. Next week, about 6, maybe before 6. I don't know. James may want to go live at noon next Friday. But I'll tell you what, we may have a lock-in.
Let's
here
have
at
a
the press,
sleepover in the press box.
Sleepover in the
yeah.
press box Thursday night. But somewhere around 6 p.m., December the 4th, next Friday, it is going down at the Cabe. Fordyce will meet the Go-Devils on the field of play finally. Finally.
Yes,
I cannot wait. So, join us. If you can't be here, if you can't get a ticket, by George, if there are tickets available, people, buy those tickets and get here. Get here and support these kids live and in person. But if you cannot, join us here on the Go-Devil Network as always. So, that does it for us. So, for Adam Clark upstairs, I want to thank him once again for helping us tonight. For Kaylee, I want to thank Kaylee for giving up her Friday night once again and being here helping support the GDN and the Go-Devils.
Absolutely.
For my good buddy James Pruitt, I'm Jim White. You guys have been watching Gurdon Go-Devil football right here on the Go-Devil Network. Be great.